Basketball. I'm John Dinkins along with Danny Brewer for a long day. He's had a long day. He's with me for the next two games on the Primetime Sports Countdown to Tip-Off, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation. And Danny will join me. We'll take a break, a minute timeout, and we'll have our countdown to tip-off continuing with Rick's Barbecue. Stay with us.
What makes Murfreesboro so vibrant? Is it regular coffee dates on Main Street? Checking in on neighbors to be sure everyone's safe? Or cheering on your favorite team? At Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, we believe it's all of these and more. The hometown medical group that genuinely cares. We deliver quality primary and specialty medical care in our community. And as the official medical group of the MTSU Athletics, we keep students and staff healthy too. Learn more at mmclinic.com or call 615-893-4480 today.
Here's a question. What do you want from your electric co-op?
I want expert advice on going 100% solar.
I want to go green without breaking the bank.
I want to meet my sustainability goals.
I want solar to be simple.
Done, 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 done.
I want to save the planet.
Little hero, let's start with one of MTE's solar programs first. Energy Service Life. That's Middle Tennessee Electric. We're here to get done what matters most to you. Learn more at MTE.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Time for the countdown to tip-off, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. It's time for the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. Rick's Barbecue has quality, fresh, never frozen meats that are smoked the old-fashioned way, using real hickory wood on specially designed pits to give your pork, chicken, and beef the best flavor. Also, be sure to try other favorites like slaw dogs and loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to the plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to feed your hungry family on Warrior Drive off South Church Street. I had a big baked potato from Rick's Barbecue last night, Danny, and it was mighty good. I'm sorry you missed it.
Well, I'm sorry I did too, but the loaded baked potatoes, you're right, are good. What about those slaw dogs now? I know my old buddy.
They're good.
My old buddy Troy Flippin was a slaw dog magnet. He loved the slaw dogs.
Better be ready for a little twang. It's a little hot, but it's good. That's for sure. It's time for the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. I want to talk a little bit. We've got the championship boys game and the consolation tonight. And Danny had a really great championship girls game between Blackman and Oakland.
Oh, it was fantastic. Back and forth the whole way. Blackman jumped out early. Oakland fought back. Oakland was leading going into the fourth quarter. Blackman fought back. Blackman come out. It was, like I said, back and forth the whole way. A really good basketball game. Very competitive.
In fact, they have played, I think, 3 times, and with the exception of one, they've all been within 2 points. Blackman had a win, Oakland had a win, and Blackman beat them earlier in the season.
Yes, and I think that the one game that was 5 points, there was a 3-point shot that was threw up at the buzzer.
That's right.
That made it 5 points. Otherwise, it was a one-possession game all 3 times they played.
So they're going to be hosting the region next week, and congratulations to both of those teams. And they were well represented in the all-tournament team and all-district team as well previously this morning or afternoon. And in the consolation game, much-needed win, I think, for the Lady Rockets of Rockvale.
Rockvale looked fantastic at times. They had a period where they hit 4 straight three-pointers, and they hit like 7 three-pointers in the second half. They moved the ball well, and they got open looks, and they knocked them down. And Coach Hockenberry did a fantastic job of preparing his team for that one.
It's a rough road for girls basketball in our district. We're going to have to play the other district, and they're loaded. Let's not make any bones about it. They've got Cookeville and Lebanon and Wilson Central playing. Wilson Central's playing really well too. It's going to be a hard road.
And Stewart's Creek too. I think that when you look at the 4 teams that will be in the consolation and championship games, any one of them could beat anybody over here, and of course anybody over here maybe could beat anybody over there, especially the top 2. Oakland and Blackman, I think, are the class of this district. We're over there, they've got 4 very solid teams.
And don't you think having that home court for the top 2 teams is really vitally important? I think more so than the other years.
Oh Lord, have mercy! Because if you think you got to go to Cookeville or Lebanon, that's a trip, because whoever wins that, both those teams will be hosted. Cookeville and Lebanon will be hosting. So Rockvale will go to one, and Riverdale will go to the other. So, I mean, that's a long trip when you think about that.
Yeah, and Rockville can get healthy. Like you said, they played well today, and I think Riverdale's got to travel. But when you look at, to me, out of all those, both districts, Stewart's Creek is kind of the mystery team to me in girls.
They are the mystery team. I think that they've played very well at times. They've played Blackman in the regular season. They played Oakland in like some preseason stuff. So they've got some familiarity with them. And Stewart's Creek will play either Blackman or Oakland, depending on how things go for them on Monday night. But Stewart's Creek will be playing one of those teams, and that will not be an easy game.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I want to switch gears a little bit to tonight's action here with the consolation game, Oakland Rockville. I think this is a game, I think both games are going to be close. I really do. I think it's just, you got Blackman and Siegel playing each other, and they're always a tight game. And this Oakland Rockville matchup should be pretty good too, I think.
I think you're absolutely right. The beauty of this boys district is really any team can beat any other team, and they have throughout the year. Siegel is the only team that didn't get beat up on by other teams, but Blackman, who finished second, they lost to Riverdale, who finished last in the district. So like I said, you just don't know. And I think that, we have a chance to have an extremely entertaining and very competitive 2 ball games here.
I was talking to Coach Birdwell, and he was mentioning, we held Carter Webb to 13, but we couldn't hit anything in the second quarter of last night's game. And it's all got to work out for you. I mean, you can shut one thing off, but you got to put the plug in the other one if something's leaking,
You've got to do it. Yeah, it's about playing a more complete game. Whoever can play the most complete game is going to win, and that's, rebounding, defending, making free throws, and making layups too.
Well, looking around, we've got some other scores going to be the other teams playing tonight. Eagleville will be hosting Fayetteville. That's at 7:30. They've had tough matchup. I mean, those games have been really close. That starts at 7:30 tonight. Laverne going to play Lebanon at Laverne, and that should be a really good matchup. And Lebanon playing much, much better, but Laverne is really good.
Laverne is really good at times.
Yeah.
And if Coach Rutland can find a way to get them to turn it on, I mean, they're a team that could go to the state tournament. I mean, they've got the pieces to the puzzle to do that, but they have to be able to put 4 quarters together.
They've got a little bit of everything. They've got the big guy inside. They've got the outside touch. They're very quick, and defensively they can match up with anybody.
They sure can. They get to the rack extremely well. They've got good guard play, and they've got size. So, yes, they've got all the components there. They have to be able to put it together consistently for 4 quarters.
All right, so and then one other game, PCA versus Webb. That'll be at 7:30 tonight in boys. And PCA girls are playing Good Pasture at 6 the same time of this game tonight as well. So it's going to be, it's already exciting. It's going to get even better as we go along. It's the consolation game here tonight. It's Oakland boys against the Rockville boys here on State Farm Prep Basketball. And one other thing I guess I must note, we will let you know, check our website, WGNSradio.com, and check for the games that we're going to be able to do and broadcast for you in the coming week. So it should be exciting. I know we'll probably have a lot of region coverage, and stay tuned with that. And in fact, we may even include Danny in that as well.
I tell you what, I'm honored.
So hopefully you'll get to do some games. Have you graduated tonight? I mean,
well, I'm working on it. I've been with one of the award-winning members for 2 games. Now I'm going to be with the other award winner for their other 2 games.
All right, that's Danny Brewer, and that's the County Roundup, Rick's Barbecue County Roundup. And I'm not sure. I don't think it looks as if we're going to have the national anthem. I don't know for sure. I don't think so, are they?
No, I don't think so, no, because here goes the starting lineups.
Well, let's go with the starting lineups for you. Brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company. And for the Rockville Rockets, it'll be Daryl Cotton, number 11, a 5'10 senior guard. Ty Newton, 5'9 junior guard, number 2. Number 24 is Malachi Long. He's a 6-foot junior forward. Brendan Mayhew will play at the post. He's a senior wearing number 1. Amari Dewberry, number 23, will get the start, a 5'9 junior guard. So for Rockville, it's Cotton, Newton, Long, Mayhew, and Dewberry. For the Oakland Patriots, Avery Carter will start at the center spot, number 5, a 6'1 center. Isaiah Verge, number 3, a 6'3 junior forward. Bronson Crisp, number 12, will get the start, a 6'2 junior guard. Jaden Loper will run the point. He's a 6'2 senior guard wearing number 2. And for also rounding out the top 5 for Oakland, it'll be Chase Bandy, number 0, rounding out that starting 5 for Oakland. So it's Carter, Verge, Crisp, Loper, and Bandy for the Oakland Patriots. The Patriots coached by Dyron Birdwell, who has also been a great district tournament host, as it is his host school tonight. I saw him sweeping the floor earlier today.
Birdwell's doing it all.
Yep, and Wendell Ingram, the head coach of the Rockville Rockets, who are playing well. They've been in a lot of close games this year, and anxious to see how they respond to this game tonight. Our game tonight is brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm agents Celeste Middleton, Bud Morris, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. And we're about ready to get this one started. John Dinkins and Randy, I called you Randy already.
Oh, that's all right. That's
a compliment, isn't it?
I've been called worse.
Yeah, Danny Brewer with us, and at least I didn't call you Brian.
There you
I
go.
usually do that. It'll be Mayhew jumping, and I think we are going to get Avery Carter jumping for the Oakland Patriots. Oakland in the visiting uniforms tonight, even though it's at their school, and they don't jump it. It's a fake. Here we go. We'll try it again. Tip is up, and it's controlled by the Patriots for a second, and now a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to go to Rockville. So we're underway. It's a little different here, isn't it?
It is a little different.
It's quiet.
They're going to re-jump it.
Yeah,
I think is
okay.
what they're going to do. They're going to, because they got to jump on the jump, so they're going to re-jump.
Well,
and the two kids who tied it up.
No offense, but that tip is not good, and that one neither, really. But it's okay.
Right.
We'll get it underway. Oakland has the basketball. Loper has it and gives it left side to Bandy. Back out, top of the key to Verge. Down low, they find Bandy. Scoots in, puts it up, misses the shot, gets his rebound, and can't get it to go. And the rebound is going to be Bandy again. He's all over the place. Carter pushes his way in and now travels. Turnover for Oakland, and it'll be Rockville's ball. Plenty of chances, couldn't deliver.
No, they had their point blank right there at the goal.
Rockville with the basketball, bringing it across the timeline is Cotton. It gives away now to Long. Malachi gives it back out to Dewberry. Dewberry working one-on-one against Verge. Here's Newton. Ty has it, gives it back to Dewberry. In the corner, it goes to Long. Long likes to put up a three if he can. Back out to Cotton. Darryl Cotton, senior guard for the Rockets, to Dewberry. Oakland in a man-to-man, opening up here. 7:02 to play here in the first quarter. We just started, basically. And over to the right side, it goes to Cotton. Down low to Mayhew. Back out to Cotton. Takes a jumper from the corner. It's good. It's a 2. Just a little short of the 3. Darryl Cotton with the basket. 2-0 Rockville. Here's Oakland quickly down the floor, and a travel again. 2 turnovers in a row for the Patriots.
The jump stop there, and his feet kind of slipped when he jump stopped, and that got the travel.
Well, he can only blame his coach, because Coach Birdwell was sweeping the floor.
There you go.
So
there you go.
2-0 Rockville leading it. And coming across here is Long for Rockville. Over to Dewberry. Gets a pick. Stops, now jumps and gives it back out to Cotton for the long jumper. No good. Rebound, tipped around. Chris lets it go, and it's going to belong to Oakland. Oakland got off to a great start last night and then went ice cold for about a whole quarter. I think they scored 2 points in the second quarter. Never could recover. Full court pressure by Rockville. Bandy's got it. Brings it across quickly. Scooting down the floor and fakes the pass and puts it up. Missed the shot. Rebound. Saved by Verge. Over to Crisp. Crisp drives. Fakes in, and now a foul going to be called. They got Mayhew, I think, with the body. And it is. First foul of the game. And going to the free throw line will be Bronson Crisp. Our game tonight is brought to you by Roscoe Brown Heating and Air, First Bank, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, Butch Vaughn for School Board, and the law offices of John Day. The first shot goes in for Crisp.
Those were a couple of football adversaries there. Mayhew, quarterback for Rockvale. Crisp, a D-back for Oakland.
Well, you knew they were going to have contact then, didn't you?
You knew it.
Free throw is missed. The second one. Crisp comes down with a rebound. Oh, great move. Goes in. Short with a little jumper. Gets it again. And they give it to Carter. Somehow he gets it. Reverse layup, but a foul on the floor. Wow. Oakland dominating the boards. You got enough circles over there?
I think I do.
So throwing it in will be Oakland's Loper. Long the lob to Verge. Verge fakes, now goes up with the left hand, short. Knocked out of bounds, again to Oakland. Where they're living a charmed life, but
they can't put it in the goal.
No. They lob it to Verge at the foul line. They get it down low to Carter, almost knocked away and stolen, but Verge gets it back. Spins in the lane, now dishes it back. Wide open there, and it's Bronson Crisp with the first bank three. Well, that worked out well.
Yeah, you get 5 cracks at it, eventually it's going to go in.
And Crisp or Bandy almost makes that steal. Yeah, that's a good point. But it's been that kind of year for Dyron Birdwell and the Oakland Patriots. They're hot and cold. I mean, and he would be the first to admit. We've got a sub in for Oakland. I'll tell you about that in just a second. Long to Newton. Newton stops, pops, and it rolls good. Newton had a good game last night. He's got his first basket. Here's a long pass down low, and they go up, and trying to make that shot is Josiah Cobb, who just checked into the game. And he's going to go to the line, and Mayhew picks up his second foul.
2 quick ones on Mayhew. I'm not sure whether the coach will leave him in or not. I think he's going to pull him out.
About have to, don't you, at this point?
Just about. This early in the game, yes.
The free throw by Cobb is good. And it's 5-4 Oakland. Checking in for Rockvale is Braylon Ingram. Cobb eyes it, puts it up, good. 6-4 Oakland as Rockvale brings it across. 5 minutes to play here in the first. Over to Newton. Rockvale working the ball around. He gets a pick that's long, and now to Cotton, right side. Drives baseline. Stops, cut off there by Loper. To Ingram. Ball almost thrown away, but knocked out of bounds off of Carter. It's been a long day of basketball. I know a long day for you, Danny, but well worth it. That girls' championship game was a humdinger.
Oh, long day, but a good day.
Here's Dewberry over to Newton. To Long. Long loses it. Was going to go up for a shot and lost it, but now Dewberry steals it back. He drives. He shoots. A little 6-footer, no good. Rebound is Verge over to Loper. Long pass down, and Cobb almost lost it, gets it back. Crisp takes a look, now brings it back. Over to Loper, they'll set it back up. 4:16 to play, 6-4 Oakland over the Rockets. Crisp down low, gives it. The shove and the pass is up and Gurge by Verge. Now, I've seen this kid, Verge, get 30 points one night by inside.
Nice little move there, little baby hook shot, and he found the bottom.
Newton, left side now to Long. Picked up by Crisp. Ingram, nowhere to go with it, and almost loses it, and tries to bounce it in, but goes right out to Newton. And look what I found. Happy birthday for Ty Newton.
Oh, absolutely right, yeah. Got a loose ball, squirted out to him at the three-point line, and he knocked it down.
First bank three for Newton. He has 5 now, and Rockvale comes within 1. It's 8-7. The pass now to Loper. To Carter. Loper working one-on-one, spins, goes up off the left block, no good. Rebound Ingram. Comes down with it to Newton. Newton has it stripped away by Loper, didn't see him. Loper's got it for Oakland. Comes across. Verge drives, goes up, and an offensive foul on Verge. His first foul, and a great acting job there by the Rockets.
Yes.
I don't think he touched him, did he?
I don't think so. He was a little out of control going to the hoop, but I think he barely grazed the kid, and he fell all over the floor.
It's appearances, I guess.
Exactly right.
3:03 to go in the first. 8-7 Oakland. Here's Cotton. Over to Long. They feed Dewberry. He's at the foul line. Great spin move. Lays it up. Underhanded, no good. Rebound, Verge. And he's fouled by Dewberry. Just reached around him.
That was a very nice move to the hoop, but, you know, it's one of those things where it was a $1 million move and a 50-cent shot because he missed the layup.
Got to finish.
You got to finish. You got to finish.
And there's an official timeout. I'm not sure if this is in regards to the clock. Stop play. They're going to throw it on side court to Oakland.
So they just allowed a sub because I think Hicks just came in for Rockville.
That's unusual.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but they allowed him to sub.
Hicks is indeed in for the Rockets. Here's Bandy. Looks down low now, stops, pops it. Good. Two-pointer from the outside, about a 15-footer for Chase Bandy, his first basket. 10-7 Oakland. Long has it, gives it over to Ingram. I asked Coach Ingram not to put in 20 players tonight, but he didn't promise me he would. And there's a whistle and a foul as Cotton goes up. Foul will be on Oakland, and that is on Josh Wiley, who just checked into this game. His first. Come in and get a foul, draw one. Carter going out. Bronson Crisp is back in. Wiley had come in for him. Ingram looking for somebody, finds somebody. Newton goes up, it's blocked. Now, Danny, that looked more like a foul than the offensive foul on the other end.
No, without question.
Yeah,
because there was contact there. I don't know. I'm not sure there was contact down there.
Here's Long, back out to Newton. Boy, Newton's not afraid to go inside for sure.
No, he took it to the rack that last play.
Long stops. Long cross court over to Hicks. Back out to Cotton. Back to Hicks to Ingram. Ingram, a little shimmy move, and same goes for Hicks, who almost loses it. Now gives it back out to Cotton. Cotton drives, has it stripped away, but right into Hicks's hand, who loses it for a moment. Back out to Newton. Well, quick hands by the Oakland defense for sure.
They're digging in right now.
Minute 32 to go here in the first quarter. Here's Ingram. Great spin move there by him, but now he flips it back out. Cotton's open. Good. First bank three for Daryl Cotton. You can't give him that much time. Here comes Bronson Crisp for Oakland. He drives, throws one up there. Really don't know what he was doing there on that one.
Not sure either. Out of control. He was just out of control.
Oh, there's a man open. They find him, but is it too late? Hicks goes up. Can't get it to fall. Just a little late with the pass. Over to Verge. Back out now. Goes to Wiley. Back to, great feed inside, and that goes to Isaiah Verge, his second field goal, and that coming from Josh Wiley over there.
Old school basketball right there.
And shot.
No,
got a foul, offensive, yeah.
Offensive foul on Rockville, illegal screen, I believe it was.
Carter coming back in. And let's see, Verge is going to come out. 12-10, 44 seconds to go. Oakland leads it. There's not a lot of mumbling among the fans, is there?
No, there's not.
they do applaud. And holding it out there is Bronson Crisp. Trying to look for that last shot. Over to Carter, now back to Crisp. Cotton picks him up. 25 seconds to go in the first quarter clock. Crisp back out to Bandy. Bandy back over to Crisp, who drives, now dishes off to Carter. Looking for somebody to break inside, but Danny, nobody's moving.
No, they've got the floor spread.
Here's Crisp, great spin move, missed the shot. Rockville hopefully getting an easy one for them, but it's going to be on the sidelines. He steps out of bounds. That's Hicks. And it'll be Oakland's ball with a fourth of a second left. And France is coming in for Rockville. Elijah France, he's a sophomore. And that's the end of the quarter. And a good one for both teams. Oakland leads at 12-10 over Rockvale. You're listening to State Farm Prep Basketball.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
It's a critical time in education, and we need experience on the Rutherford County School Board. That's why we need to elect Butch Vaughn to the school board in Zone 6. He brings experience as a public educator from his years in the classroom and as a coach to being principal at Central and Blackman Middle and Oakland High Schools. Butch Vaughn has also been in private education as the former headmaster at PCA. Experience counts, especially now. That's why we need Butch Vaughn on the Rutherford County School Board. Paid for by Butch Vaughn for School Board. Pryor Manning, Treasurer.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
This game brought to you by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA steps up when the play breaks down. For more information on how TOA surgical specialists can get you back in the game, visit TOA.com.
All right, thank you, Danny. It's start of the second quarter. Rockvale with the possession. And here's Cotton. Drives right side, now brings it back out. Oakland playing some really, really torrid defense right now. And here's the feed down low to Cotton. It's knocked out of bounds. France is in the game. He's checked in right at the end of that quarter. Got Hicks, Ingram, Newton, and Cotton. Oakland counters with Loper, Carter, Bandy, Verge, and Crisp. 12-10 our score. Cotton trying to tie it. He gets the first one anyway. He's got 6 on the night. And he'll get one more. Second one is up and good. So Cotton ties the score. He's got 7, and here comes Oakland quickly down the floor, and Bandy has it knocked away out of bounds.
Nice defensive play there by Rockvale.
Here's Loper to Bandy. Working one-on-one against France. Stops, turns, fadeaway jumper. Too strong off the glass. Rebound, Cotton. Rockvale wanting to run. They get it to Hicks. Drives baseline. Now flips it back to Newton from the corner. In and out. Rebound is Cotton, and there's a jump ball for it, and it's going to belong to Oakland. Good hustle by Cotton. He went about half court to get to that one to tie him up.
Timed it perfectly, shot through the lane, thought he had it, but him and an Oakland player tied it up with him.
So some pressure now by the Rockets to Verge. Verge almost walked. Over to Loper, to Bandy. Down to Loper, who's trailing, and there's a whistle and a foul on Hicks. That's his first. Oakland will throw it in, lob to Verge, doesn't even come back on the floor, he scores. Nice move by Verge. He's got 6. 14-12 Oakland.
Nice inbounds play right there.
Ingram gives it over now to Hicks, back to Ingram. Back to Hicks, to Newton, living off the 3, and they're getting it right there. Ty Newton, a first bang 3.
Newton is not shy. He ain't scared to jack it.
Too much time there to shoot, wasn't it? I mean, really.
Yes.
Here's a steal. France going up with it, and he's going to score, and he's fouled. Wow, great move by France. And the basket is going to count, and the foul is on Loper. So a chance for France to make a 3-point play here.
3 points the old-fashioned way. We'll see if he can convert.
Gives them a chance to put them up by 4. It's up. It's in and out. Rebound, Verge. Oakland's got it. Trailing by 3 now. Bandy feeds it down low. Carter almost lost it. Now gets it, tries to drive baseline, turns, spins, puts it up from 5. Good, and he's fouled from behind. Boy, when a guy is in front of you, you can't go behind him and swipe it. You don't have any chance.
The thing about it, too, is most of the time when the referee sees you swatting at something and coming down, he's going to call a foul, whether you get contact or not. You have to go straight up. If you're going to try to contest a shot, you have to go straight up.
That's the first foul on France. And Carter's shot didn't hit anything. And it's going to belong to Rockville. 17-16, Rockville on top by 1. 6:18 to go here in the first half. Hicks going to bring it up. This unit for Rockville has been out there for a while. Here's France. Spins, tries to go baseline. Newton stops, fakes, gives it back to France. France finds a lane and goes up and scores. Well, France has been a little spark here for Rockville, and it's 19-16.
Nice take to the rack right there. Just kind of, he had a lane open up, and he took it right to the hole.
Bandy left open, guns it for 3. Mo Bandy. They want some Mo Bandy, don't they?
Mo, give me some Mo. Give me some Mo.
Bandy. And there's a scuffle on the floor. And it's going to go to Oakland. It was off Rockville.
Yeah, Rockville kid, he got the ball, but he was laying out of bounds, half out of bounds when he got the ball.
Bandy, by the way, with 5 points. That's the first 3. That's the second first bank 3 for Oakland tonight. They're not they don't shoot a lot of threes. They try to look inside. Here's a good feed to Chris coming across. Layup good. That was sweet.
Nice little play. He cut down the middle. They got him the ball back, and he converted.
Oakland now back up by 2. Newton left open for 3. He is red hot. First bank 3 for Newton.
Like I said, the kid ain't shy.
He's got 11, 3 threes in this first half. Here's Bandy. Over the corner to Carter. He swings it cross court over to Wiley. Long jumper, hits the guy wire, and that's going to be Rockville's possession here.
That was George Miller range there. That was from the deep.
Thus the high bounce and hitting the wire, didn't it?
Yes.
George Miller. Boy, he walked, I think. There's Newton from the corner. No good this time. Rebound Carter for Oakland. They're trying to trap Crisp, and he loses the ball, but gets it back. Gives it to Carter. 8-footer, no good. Off the glass. Rebound, Paldo, who just checked in. What a great bounce pass. Layup good by Cotton. That was France with that pass. And Cotton scores. He's got 9, and it's 24-21 Rockville. Boy, does this lead seesaw back and forth. Bandy for 3. No good. Short. Rebound. Up high for it is Cotton, and we've got a foul. Foul is on Burge. That's his second. He may have to come out, Danny. 4:17 to go here in the half.
Yeah, you hate to see a kid pick up his 3rd in the first half, so at this stage, he may be sitting for the rest of the half.
Coming in now, Cobb comes back in. 24-21, Rockville leads it by 3. Back out. Here's Long to Cotton. Cotton drives, puts it up with the left hand, no good. Burge loses the rebound. Paldo goes up. That shot's no good, and down with the rebound is Oakland. One to run. Crisp driving left side, goes up with the left hand, throws it up there, good. Oh, my.
Yes, that's one of those prayers answered, you know. Crisp was out of control, and he just kind of flung it up there, and it fell through.
He's herky-jerky, isn't he? I mean,
extremely. He's very much out of control at times.
And we're going to have the ball knocked out of bounds. Matt Rigsby coming by to say hi. He hit me pretty hard, though.
Well,
he's a strong guy.
Well, he's fired up. He's been to championship, you know.
That's one of those, hey, I like you, pal, you know.
That's right.
24-23 Rockville, 3:30 to go here in the first. It's a consolation game. Siegel and Blackman squaring off next game. Newton loses it momentarily. Gives it back out to Long, back to Cotton. Cotton drives, puts it up, floats it in, banks it off the glass, good. Boy, Cotton has got a game going. He's got 11. 26-23, Rockville back with the lead.
Took the ball up very strong right there. He was very strong.
Verge for three. It's a long jumper, good. First bank three for Verge. He's got 9, and he's back in with 2 fouls.
Kid's like a basketball player out there, isn't he?
He's got a lot of potential, that kid. Here's Cotton. Stops, shoots. 12-footer, no good. Rebound, tipped around, and on the floor with it is Cobb. Tries to hand it off. A timeout and a good one by Dyron Birdwell. And it's a 30-second timeout. And, Danny, this was your first 2 games this year, and I know Brian did a commercial from our friends at Parks Auction.
Yes.
And why don't you read that one, because I'm trying to give you any of them you want. It's Bob and Stan. They don't care.
Yeah, because this Parks Auction brand has helped families, investors, and businesses here in Rutherford County and across the state with their on-site and online auction needs. Call Bob Bug and Stan Vaught today for no obligation consultation. Stan Vaught and Bob Bug. Parks Auction. They'll handle everything. Online at parksauction.com.
You know, Stan and Bobby are easy going, or not, they would have never done advertising with us anymore after Brian's debacle several years in a row. It's been bad, but that was very nice, very nicely done. 26-26 is our score here, and Oakland's got the ball. 2:38 to play in the first half. Carter has it over in the corner. Now to Bandy. Bandy brings it with the left side. Now kind of just stands there dribbling. Loper. Behind the back dribble. Now back over to Carter. Carter. Over to Wiley. Wiley, the freshman. Over in the corner it goes to Loper. Back out. Now Rockville's picked up their intensity. Dewberry all over Cobb. And here is Bandy. Bandy to Carter. Just nothing. They're looking inside, nothing there. Here's Carter. Finally gets in there. 12-footer, good. Well, that was patience, and it paid off.
Patience, and they got a good shot, got a good look at the goal. He knocked down the little 12-foot jump shot.
Oakland by 2. Loose ball, but retrieved by Cotton. Here's the long jumper by Long, and it is long and good.
High arcing jump shot reminded me of my old boy Tony Cannon from Smyrna with the high arcer. I'm telling you, it brought rain.
Here's a drive by Carter, missed the shot. Coming back with it is Rockville, working fast. Newton for 3, good. Ty Newton with 14 today and 4 threes. 32-28, Rockville back up by 4. 1:05 to play in the first half. Here's Bandy driving baseline, now brings it back out. Nowhere to go, bounces it over to Cobb. Carter has it, ball stripped. Dewberry working on Cobb. Now the trailer is Newton, and he hits him with a pass, and it's good. That was an alert play there.
Very alert. The 3 Ds, drive, draw, and dish.
Carter has it, now gives it over to Loper. 36 seconds to go. Oakland could use the last basket here. They're down by 6. Here's Wiley. He'll top the 3, in and out, rolled out, and knocked out of bounds. And it's going to belong to the Rockville Rockets. 27 seconds to go. Crisp coming back in, and looks like Cobb going to take a breather.
If you're Ingram, do you tell him to go for one shot here, 27 seconds left?
I believe I would, but it's the Rockville Rockets, and Wendell likes to get down the floor and go. So
yes, they do.
That's their style. But it looks like they are going to play for one here. 14 seconds to go. I think they want to get it in this man's hands right here, Cotton. 8 seconds.
He's been a bell cow in the first quarter.
Gets a pick, stops, shoots, jumper, no good. A little strong, rebound. Coming up with it is Wiley. And that's the end of the first half. Been a good one. Rockville kind of had a little streak at the end, and they've taken a 6-point lead. It's 34-28. Oakland over Rockville. You're listening to State Farm Prep Basketball.
Every team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, here to help life go right by combining your home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-873-1700. It's a winning move that saves you time and money.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. Let's work together to come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Call me at 615-459-2683.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
Hey y'all, this is Lakin Hibden. I'm a mortgage loan originator for F&B Mortgage, a department of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, located on 322 North Front Street in downtown Murfreesboro. When you're ready to purchase your new home or refinance the one you have, I'll make sure your home loan process will move along smoothly when you put your trust in me. With attractive rates and a great solution that will fit your lifestyle and budget, F&B Mortgage is your hometown lender. Visit my website, lakinhibden.com. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 401715.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We would like to welcome you to our door.
I'm Ian Young. I'm at Las Casas Feed Supply. I'm selling beef and pork, 100% Angus, raised here in Las Casas. Come get you some.
Everyone's favorite cuts available, even options to purchase a quarter of a steer.
We got the beef. Hello, everybody. Las Casas Feed Supply.
Family owned and operated, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Welcome back. John Dingus, Danny Brewer back with you here. 34-28 here at halftime. Rockville leading it over Oakland by 6. And this portion of our game and halftime brought to you by Two Skid Food and Fun, Bud's Tire, Wilson Bank and Trust, and Rayburn Insurance Agency. Also, our good neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton. She's located at 803 North Thompson Lane near the Medical Center Parkway. State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, 615-895-2700. Here's a look at our scoring. It's brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company. That's Josh Houston and Associates. Do you know Josh, Danny?
I don't think
he's
I do.
Good guy. And he sells yearbooks and jewelry, rings. I mean, he does a great job. For Oakland, Avery Carter with 4 points. Isaiah Burge has 9. Josiah Cobb with 2 points. Bronson Chris with 8. And Chase Bandy has 5 points, a First Bank 3 in there. Crisp had a 3, and so did Burge. For Rockville, Daryl Cotton's had a hot hand. He's got 11 points with a 3. But Ty Newton is really, he is doing the job. 16 points in this game in the first half. And he's got 4 First Bank 3s. That's the total right there. That'll get you there. 16 points for him. Malachi Long with a First Bank 3 for 3 points. And Elijah France came off the bench, and he did a nice job. He's got 4 here at halftime. All right. Want to remind you, in the first game today, in the Blackman girls defeated Oakland by 2, and Rockville had their way with the Riverdale girls in the consolation game today. So Blackman wins the championship. Rockville will finish. Oakland finishes second. Rockville third in the tournament, and then followed by the Riverdale Warriors. This one here, our consolation game, we've got Siegel and Blackman coming up at the end of this game. That'll be game 2. That's the championship game in that one, and looking forward to a very good ball game here. Your first half thoughts, Danny, very quickly. Pretty even game. It's been a little seesaw.
Very even game. Both teams shot the ball reasonably well. Rockville especially, they were 14 out of 24 in the first half and had those 5 threes, and that is the difference in the game right now, because they're up by 6 and they had 5 threes. Oakland had 2 threes, but Oakland was 10 out of 24. Here's kind of the thing, and I think this may change in the second half. there wasn't many fouls. You know,
No.
Oakland only shot. They were 3 out of 5 from the free throw line. Rockvale was 2 out of 3. So not many fouls, which is good. I like a good, clean basketball game. But you know the way these teams play, and with their recklessness at times, I think that we may see a few more fouls in the second half. I don't know, but, you know, especially when it gets down to crunch time.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's 34-28. Rockville leads Oakland, and we'll be back with more here at halftime. You're listening to State Farm Prep Basketball.
Hey, I'm Jack Hayes, here with my dad Nick and my granddad Pops.
In 1985, when we opened our doors, we had one kids item on the menu. It was a hot dog. But today we have one of the most popular kids items in Rutherford County. What's your favorite item, Jack?
Chicken fingers, curly fries, and our homemade barbecue sauce.
At Toots Restaurants, our quality has not changed.
Our portions have not changed.
Our products have not changed.
This is Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. Did you know that you can plan your funeral in advance without actually paying for your funeral in advance? In other words, if it's not a convenient time to pay for your funeral, you can still choose your funeral items and we'll file them away for later. Let's consider that together. You make the decisions for yourself, and when that financial window opens up, it becomes an easier decision. Call me at 615-893-2422 and let's plan together.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
We're going to be an educational institution that teach Bible every day. Every subject we teach, we're going to teach through a biblical perspective. In every aspect of our school, we're going to do it through a Christian perspective.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
That also means that everything we do, we have to be excellent. We feel like Christ calls us to excellence. And so that means we have to be excellent academically. That means we have to be excellent athletically because that's what God calls us to. It's a great place to be.
Invest in your child's future in an environment that fosters Christ-centered values. To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
When Rutherford Countyans think of insurance professionals, they think Rayburn Insurance Agency at 200 South Lowry in Smyrna, meeting the needs of thousands of customers since 1973. You can trust Rayburn Insurance with all your needs, a place where customer service really matters. It's personal with Rayburn Insurance, as fans of local sports, as friends, and as insurance professionals. Check them out at rayburn.net or call 615-459-4145. Rayburn Insurance, for business, auto, home, and life insurance.
With over 80 years of service under our belt at Roscoe Brown, we can help ensure your home's HVAC unit keeps you warm and that your pipes don't burst. Through preventative checkups and repairs, we provide our customers with a worry-free winter. I guess you could say we've weathered a few winter wonderlands over the years. Turn to the experts. Turn to Roscoe Brown.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Basketball.
John Dinkins, Danny Brewer back with you here from Oakland High School, where we have been fed nicely. I tell you, Oakland's done a really good job with the hospitality and the whole tournament, the way it's been run.
Absolutely right. You know, this is kind of one of those historic venues for me because I've been to lots of tournament action here and seen lots and lots of great games here. So, no, they know how to do it.
You've been to the swimming pool, I'm sure.
A bunch.
Yeah. I bet you have. Time for the starting lineups here in the second half, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and Josh Houston, JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. I'm thinking Avery Carter, Isaiah Burge, Bronson Chris, Jaden Loper, and Chase Bandy for Oakland. For Rockville, they'll start with Cotton, Newton, Long, Mayhew, and Dewberry. to get things started here, and that is exactly what I'm exactly right for the first time in my life as we're getting ready to start the third quarter of play. Oakland trailing by 6, and Rockvale will get the ball first here in the third quarter. And the pass goes to Cotton. You know, until you mentioned it, Danny, it has been kind of a no timeouts, no fouls. It's been
very quick first half.
Yeah.
Very quick first half.
Newton to Cotton. Cotton in a little bit of trouble now, finds Dewberry. He goes up, shot missed. And a whistle and a foul underneath, and that is going to be on Rockvale. And the foul is on Dewberry, and that is not good news. That's his third. I said not a lot of fouls, and what do? Foul within the first minute. Loper has it. Over to Verge. Down low, nice feed. Loper's got it, and he's going to be fouled by Ty Newton. That was a nice play there.
Nice little give and go, strong take to the rack, took it up strong, and got fouled. Let's see what he can do here at the free throw line.
Our game tonight brought to you by the law offices of John Day. The first one no good. Also Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. Caleb Lewis coming in for Rockvale, and taking a seat will be Dewberry. Loper will get another one. Second one is up, and it's good. Loper, just his first point tonight. 34-29 our score, 7:17 to go. Barry Wortman in the house, just walked by me. Cotton, now to Newton. Newton, who's had the hot hand in the first half. Here's Long, feeds Lewis. Caleb Lewis gets in the action early with a first bank three.
Another three-pointer. Good ball movement right there.
That's the first time he's touched the ball. Here's a jumper by Bandy, and he answers the call for Oakland with a first bank three. Bandy did not score last night, believe it or not. He's got 8 in this one. Here's Cotton. 6:40 to go in the third quarter. Newton has it, looks for a pick. Lewis comes up, now backs off. Newton working one-on-one, spins and throws it back out to Long. And they'll set it back up. 37-32, Rockvale. Oh, I thought it was going to be a bad pass, but Mayhew came up with it. Over to Long, he's got it right side. Top of the key, now right side over to Cotton, drives baseline, stops, pivots, shoots, rolls, and out. Mayhew with a rebound, in and out. Maybe pushed it a little too hard on the rebound. And here comes Loper for Oakland. Chance for Oakland to cut that lead. Loper drives, dishes back out to Bandy. They got him covered this time. And Carter stops, and they say he's going to walk. He did. He jumped, stopped, and then he moved a little bit.
You know, I'm old school.
Uh-huh.
They walk a whole lot in
Yes.
the game that doesn't get called, but that was a walk. But they walk a whole lot that they don't call.
Absolutely. You are old school. Man, didn't realize it. I don't like it that they let them.
Well, right. Well, a lot of kids incorporate that European drop step kind of type thing, and I think that's a walk every time.
Well, here's somebody that just dropped a 3 in, and that's Malachi Long.
Another one of those high arcing Tony Cannon jumpers.
He gets attention from the crowd, doesn't he, with that 3?
Yes,
it's
he
a
does.
rainbow.
Yeah.
Loper, 5:30 to go. Loper drives, goes up, pushes up off the left block and scores, and a timeout Dyron Birdwell as Loper scores here for Oakland, and it is 40-34. We'll take a minute timeout and be right back.
Dr. Russell McKissick of Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance talks about the grassroots effort in our local schools to ensure proper care for players.
To make sure our teams are covered here locally, be there for our trainers. Yeah, it's a passion that we have to try to take care of our athletes here in town and be there just to keep everybody playing as healthy and as best they can.
From a community standpoint, one of the most important things you do at TOA, I'd guess.
I think it's definitely a way to pay back to our community, just to be there for them and watch some great sports too.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, TOA, live your best life. For nearly 2 decades, Mills Family Pharmacy has cared for residents in our community as if they were part of our own family, and that's the kind of service you want when it comes to your pharmacist. If you haven't checked out our gift shop at Mills, stop by today.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. We're located next to Toots South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro. We'd love to have you.
Mills also has a medication compounding service for you and even your beloved pets. Learn more by visiting us online at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Well, Rockville's kind of spread out the lead. They still have a 6-point lead. At one point, it was 8. And they've got it with 5:15 to go here in the third quarter. A little give and go by Newton, but Cotton keeps it. Back to Newton. Passes to Lewis. I don't think he was ready for that. Gets a pick. Backdoor give and go, no good. Intercepted. Carter to Bandy. Goes up strong, and a whistle and a foul, and Bandy's going to go to the line to shoot 2. I think they're trying to decide who that foul was on to make sure. Foul is on Malachi Long. That's his first. Dewberry's really the only one with any major foul trouble. Verge has 2 on him. And Newton going to come out for a second, and coming in the game will be Blake. Blake is a 5'10" senior guard. Loper going to throw it in. They get it to Crisp. Back out to Verge. Verge stops now, dishes it off to Loper. Gets a pick, sets a pick for him. Loper drives. That's that other move you're talking about there.
Though European, it's a walk. That's a walk every time. I'm sorry, but that is a walk.
Well, he lost the basketball. I'm seeing more and more of it, too.
Oh, it's very popular.
It's gone down to the high school ranks. Here's Lewis for Rockville. Left side it goes to Long. Your coach would have taken you out if you'd have done that back in your day.
Oh, Lord. I'd have been on the end of the bench.
Here's a long jumper by Long. Good again.
Another high archer.
It's a sweet thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
First bank 3. That's 3 of them for Malachi Long. It's 43-34. Biggest lead of the game, 9. Bandy, who's had his own hot hand, dishes it off to Verge. Now back out. Here's Carter driving, and a whistle and a foul.
I think here's the problem for Oakland basketball offensively. Verge hasn't taken a shot in the second half, has he? We're 4 minutes into the third quarter, and he hasn't taken a shot in the second half.
Yeah.
And he was the man in the first half.
Yeah, and that's kind of the situation. They lose track. Free throw by Carter is good. He's got 5. And he'll get one more. Hicks coming in for Mayhew, who's got his 3rd foul. Rockville leads by 8 with 4:01 to go in the third. It's the consolation game of the District 8 4A basketball tournament. Girls are completed, and now the boys trying to do the same. Carter hits a pair. 43-36, up by 7. Coming across the line is Blake to Long. Long takes a couple of dribbles, a good fake, now loses the ball, but he was slapped, I think, and fouled before that loose ball occurred. Foul is on Crisp. That's his first. A few more fouls here in the second half, Danny.
Yes, I don't like it.
But
like
you predict, you said it. You said it would be. Cotton drives, tough shot, missed it. Rebound, Crisp. I think Coach Inger wanted a little better look than that one. Verge, they pick him up at the top of the key, and now he dishes it off to Bandy. Back to Crisp. 3:25 to go here in the third. Down low to Carter. Get it, and he's double teamed. Now to Crisp. Jumper, I don't know that he got a piece of that. I don't think he did.
I think it was just an air ball, just a brick.
And an easy layup for Hicks down on the other end. And biggest lead of the game now is 9 for Rockville, 45-36. Loper brings it across the timeline, gets a pick, now stops, backs, zigzags, loses the ball out of bounds. Turnover.
Too much dribbling. There's
Yeah.
too much dribbling right there. And still, Verge has not gotten a shot in the third quarter. Not one shot.
Well, he had 9 in the first half, and you're right, he hasn't touched it. 9-point lead for Rockville, chance to add more. That was a super move by Cotton. He fooled me, but the shot's blocked by Verge. Bandy gonna gun one from outside. Good. Brandon Mo Chase Bandy. I won't call him Mo. Chase Bandy with 11. He's got 3 threes of his own. 45-39. They needed that basket.
Yes, they did. He got his feet under him and got himself set and put up a good, solid shot.
Here's Blake picking up that loose ball for Rockville to Hicks. Hicks left side. Now stops, pops. Good. Hicks with a first bank three. Now we're seeing all kinds of threes.
All kinds of threes. They're launching.
Loper to Verge. Verge drives. First time he's gotten the ball and driven to the basket. This time it's blocked. Rebound. Hicks, offensive foul. Yep.
A little out of control there for Hicks.
Ran into Loper, and Hicks going to pick up his second foul. 48-39. And France is coming back in. Hicks is still in, and along with Lewis. I think Cotton's gone out for a second. Yeah, Blake is still in. Here's Bandy. Gives it off now to Wiley, who checked in. To Loper. Loper going to drive. He's finds the lane, and he scores. Jaden Loper with 5. And evidently,
he went over the line.
Yeah.
He stepped on the line.
Sure did.
He stepped on the line. Oakland basketball. Big break for the Patriots. They need a basket right here.
Now, if you're the coach, you're going to have to say, what was that, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's inexcusable. Those are the mistakes that you can't afford.
Here's Cobb, who checked in, and his jumper is no good. There's a battle for the rebound, and Blake comes away with it. That was a nice play. Over to Lewis, who's going to drive with the left hand, missed the layup. Here comes Oakland running it back. Minute 15 to go. Loper gives it over to Verge, sweeps it around to Bandy. Bandy. Loper working the middle now. Verge is out front. Double team, somebody's open, and Cobb shoots, misses. Rebound, Verge, layup is good, and he's fouled. A huge rebound by Verge.
That's a hustle play right there. That's all that is just hustle. The kid was hustling. He ran to the rim as soon as the ball went up, got the rebound, stuck it back in.
He was about at half court.
He was, yes. Like I said, that's purely a hustle play right there.
So with 58 seconds left, Chris coming back in. Bandy going to take a break. And Verge with a chance to make it a three-point play. That was a big play. That's 3. If he gets this, it's going to cut it back to 4. And Oakland was struggling a little bit. Free throw is up, and nothing but net.
Down by 9 now. They're down by 4.
Less than a minute to play. Lewis throws it into Blake. Just under a minute left in the third quarter. Blake drives, bounce pass down low. Great feed to Hicks from France. France can really can pass the ball.
Nice teamwork right there. Very nice teamwork.
That's Malachi or Hicks, that is. Ball stolen. This is big right here. And going up and slamming it home is Long.
Can we say it? Boom shakalaka.
Here's a shot and an offensive foul on Loper.
Just out of control. Loper coming down the floor, out of control.
Second foul on Loper, and Rockville's got a chance here with 25 seconds to get that lead right back they had.
Yes, they sure can.
Here's Malachi Long. What a game he's had. 11 points and a slam jam. Now feeds it over to France. France back out to Long. Long stops, pops. He's just putting it up there, isn't
he? He ain't scared to jacket.
Shot is missed, rebound, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter with our score. Rockville 52, Oakland 44 in the District 8 4A consolation game. Boys, stay here with us.
Meet Little Caesars Thin Crust Pizza with toppings all the way to the edge and a crispy crust.
I love you, Cindy.
Sorry, but that commercial voice guy was right. I only love thin crust.
Ouch, Billy. Put on your fancy pants and sashay into Little Caesars for the Fanceroni Pepperoni. With over 100 crispy old-world pepperoni and cheesy crust edge, you'll be saying fancy words like indubitably or crochet. Walk in and walk out for only $9.99.
Little Caesars in Murfreesboro on Memorial, Warrior Drive, South Rutherford, and Old Fort.
Pizza, pizza.
Hi, this is Brandon. I am the drum instructor at Music World Drummers Den. What Dave and I try to do, because we're drummers, is hands-on experience. We let you come back in the drum room so you can try drums out before you buy them, because online you can't do that. Taking private lessons, we jumpstart you a lot quicker than you can on YouTube. A lot of people try to watch YouTube and take lessons. We're hands-on.
The Music World and Drummers Den in Murfreesboro, 2762 South Church Street, across from Indian Hills Golf Course.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Wama, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Start of the fourth quarter. Can't believe what we talk about off air sometimes. About my ADHD.
Oh, yeah. Bowen's Body Shop. From dings and dents to full body work. Trust Jeff and Kyle Bowen to do the job right. They're located on Middle Tennessee Boulevard.
Good place, good folk down there at Bowen's Body Shop, and we're starting the fourth quarter of play, and Oakland has the ball. They could use a basket. They trail by 8. Loper to Verge. Long three, short. Rebound, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to belong to Oakland.
Verge has got a couple of touches here. He's got a couple of shots up.
I like it when Verge goes inside, though. I like it when
that's where he needs to be at.
Yeah. Lob to Carter, and a foul on Hicks. And unfortunately for Hicks, that's going to put him at 3 fouls.
You know, the interesting thing about Hicks is his grandfather was Michael Hicks from Smyrna that played on Austin P. Austin played for Austin P when they went to Sweet 16. That's his granddaddy.
I did not know that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I knew we brought you here for some reason tonight.
Yeah. Me and his granddaddy played Little League baseball together. We played some basketball together too in an adult league. But Michael Hicks, cat could flat play.
Free throw, second one is good. He missed the first one. Carter with 7, and it's 52-45. Here's France down low quickly, gets a nice pass to Hicks. It's good. The layup is good, and he's fouled. That was another great pass by France.
Fantastic job going down the floor, reading the floor, and then when he saw Hicks, and Hicks did a good job of not just taking it right up. He waited for the right opportunity, got the kids paratrooping, and took it up and scored.
Hicks cannot make it a three-point play. Verge down with a rebound. It's a 9-point lead again for Rockville. Loper to Verge. Oh, great move there. Goes up, blocked by Newton.
Nice take, just couldn't finish.
Newton timed that really well.
Yeah, because Verge has got a few inches on it.
Yes. Newton doesn't mind getting in there, though, does he?
No, he's a scrapper.
Loper throwing it in, lobs it to Carter. Carter moves to the right side. Turn around, little fadeaway jumper from about 8. No good. Rebound. Hicks. Hicks standing up at the top of the key now with it. Backs up with it. Over to France. France to Lewis. He says he wants it. He can't get it to fall. Rebound. Verge way high up there for that one. Pass to Carter. One-on-one. They throw it out to Bandy from the corner. No good. Rebound Carter. Doing a workman job down there underneath. Back to Bandy. Over to Verge. His jumper for 3 is good. Isaiah Verge with 15 now. Starting to get more active into the offense. Lewis lost it. It's going to be Oakland's ball. Turnover, Rockville.
Just when you think Rockville might have a chance to open it on up, back comes Oakland. 6-point game, and they got the ball right here.
It's crazy. I mean, the whole game, it's been crazy like that. Nobody can stand prosperity.
No, they can't.
54-48, a chance to cut it to 4 or even less for Oakland. Here's Verge, drives. on Cotton. Puts it up, a little baby hook, no good. Rebound, up strong with it is Loper. He's the point guard down there battling underneath, and he's going to be fouled. And the foul on Cotton. And usually if Darrell gets underneath there, he's got the rebound, but not this time.
Yeah, Cotton's a very strong kid.
Loper, free throw good. Loper with 6. Our game tonight brought to you by Animal City, Music World, and Drummers Den, Stones River Town Center, and Mills Family Pharmacy. Second free throw, hit a pair. Those were big free throws. 54-50. I don't think anybody's going to go away. I don't know if anybody's going to blow anybody out.
I think it's going to come down to the end, just like that girls' championship game, because they're so evenly matched.
Yeah, they are. Hicks throws it in to France. Gets past the press. Loper chasing him. France brings it back out now. Passes it in the middle to Hicks. Here's Mayhew. Turnaround jumper. Won't go, and Verge down with another huge rebound. Chance to cut it even more, and Wiley just lost it out of his hands. Turnover Oakland, and here comes Rockvale. Newton down low to Mayhew, made sure of it that time, and he scores.
Went under the goal, used the basket to shield some of the defenders there. Nice move by Mayhew.
56-50, Rockvale. In the corner now to Loper. Back out, they swing it around. Verge puts it up with the left hand, too strong. Rebound, Newton had it, and Wiley takes it out of his hands, but it's a jump ball. Cobb getting ready to check in for Oakland.
Nice move by Verge again. He has to finish. He just has to finish around the goal better.
Is that kind of a general, seems like for Oakland, it's kind of a little bit of a problem of finishing.
Yes, absolutely.
Here's France. Drives baseline, now brings it back out. That sets it back up to Cotton. Rockvale with a 6-point lead. Newton has it. They've shut him out here in this second half, but he had a great first half. Ball's deflected. They say no. And it's going to go to Oakland is what they're calling it. Now, did they overturn it? Nope.
No, they're not. They conferred and still didn't overturn it. Newton hadn't even gotten up a shot. I don't think he shot in the second half.
No, he took a little bit of a rest there for a few minutes, and he's back in. But you're right, he's not really taking a shot. Loper across the timeline for Oakland. Picked up by France. It's a pick from Verge. Drives to the right side. Now drives to the middle. Feed, bounce pass, or just a little short pass to Verge. And this basket good. That was a good pass.
Yes, it was.
Here's Hicks returning the favor. No. Mayhew goes up, but did he foul going up? No.
He got fouled.
Yep. Foul on Verge. Big rebound for Mayhew. He's going to go to the line. Try to make it an 8-point lead again. Mayhew's not really played a lot of basketball, but he's impressed me in the short period of time he's been here.
He's just a good athlete.
Free throw, rolls in and out. And boy, he's committed to winning. You see that face?
Yes.
Checking back in is Malachi Long. France coming out. Couple of rolls of the basketball, and here's the toss up. It is no good. Rebound picked up by Cobb to Loper. 56-52. Man, Bandy way outside, no good, but Cobb is there to put it back up and in. Good as a pass, they say. 56-54.
That's what a shooter says anyway.
Yep. Hicks drives, now gives it over to Cotton, pops it. Shot no good. Newton tries to save it. It's out of bounds. The ball's going to go to Oakland. And Oakland's got a chance to tie this thing up. At one time they trail by 9, and a timeout here by Rockvale. And with Oakland come storming back, and we'll take a timeout and be right back.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might
It's a
think our
minute.
car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Womack. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
At State Farm, when home and auto works as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Bud Morris. Give me a call at 615-893-1417 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony. Then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do. But your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Our game tonight brought to you by good neighbor State Farm agent Andy Womack, located at 1535 West Northfield Boulevard, near the Ford dealer. State Farm agent Andy Womack, 615-890-0850. 4:20 to go here in the game. And here comes a drive by Crisp. Shot is up, no good. Rebound, Verge can't get it to go. Crisp battling for it. Mayhew comes up and Crisp fouls him. So here we go. It's going to be tight and close the rest of the way here, I'm afraid.
I think you're right. 2 point-blank looks for Oakland. They couldn't cash in on either one of them. And then Crisp, I think it was a frustration foul.
Yeah. Here's a bounce pass as Oakland starts to press a little bit more here. They bring it back a little bit. Loper still all over Cotton. Looks for help. Long pass across to Malachi Long. Crisp all over him. Under 4 minutes to play here in the game. Newton thought about it, now brings it back out to Hicks. I don't know about turnovers, but I think Rockville's done a really good job of handling the ball tonight.
No, that they have, because Oakland has been and there they go throwing it away.
Well, Long thought that Mayhew, and Mayhew got kind of bumped a little bit as he was trying to get to that pass. He was dropping it off, but yeah, you're right.
But if Mayhew had been able to make his cut, it would have been a beautiful play and he would have had a layup.
Yep. Here's Loper. Gets it to Verge. Verge, oh, he's traveled, yep, slid that foot.
A little out of control. You know, Coach Birdwell is a little frustrated right now. I'm with you, John. Why isn't Verge under the basket? He does not need to be getting the ball 25 feet from the hoop. He needs to be down on the blocks.
I mean, he's capable of doing it, and here's Rockville. A lot of that, though, is the player itself. You know,
yes,
it's kind of hard to. He shows signs of doing that all the time. Here's a steal. Oakland's got it. Crisp, timeout. Nice timeout there by Coach Birdwell, which gives us an opportunity to talk one more time tonight, here in this game anyway, from our friends at Parks Auction. That's Stan Vaught and Bobby Bugg.
Auctions are fast, efficient, and profitable. Stan Vaught and Bob Bugg invite you to make Parks Auction your first choice. They're leaders in the industry and look forward to talking to you, Bob Bugg and Stan Vaught. Parks Auction, they'll handle everything online at parksauction.com.
I've got my telescope out looking for Bob Bugg. I do not see him tonight. He was here last night, but that may, I don't know. It's hard to see. The older I get, the harder it gets to see somebody. But, you know, he's got the big seats, you know, the fancy seats up at the top somewhere.
Yeah, up there in the stadium seats.
Yeah. All right, 2:50 to go here in the consolation game. Oakland trailing Rockville 56-54. Danny, I think Oakland's just got to keep keeping on, but they've got to finish a basket here.
They've got to finish a basket.
That's not what you want, I don't think, that long three. There's a tie up, and it's going to be Oakland's ball.
You know, I've discussed shot selection with several coaches throughout the year, and that's one of those deals where I'm not sure what the shot selection thoughts were on that one.
Oh, we've got royalty in the house now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sean Middleton, Rutherford County icon.
Bandy. has just put Oakland in the lead with a first bank three. 14 for him tonight. All of them but one have been threes. Here's Newton driving. Oh, great feed inside, but Cotton can't get it to fall. Ran into his own player. Cobb has it for Oakland. All of a sudden, the tide has turned, hasn't it, a little bit?
The tide, she has turned, absolutely right.
Here's Loper. Back over to Bandy. Looking for Verge here. No, he's dribbles over to the right side. Now hands off to Loper. I don't think they're trying to run the clock because there's Loper going up with a reverse. Probably could have gone on in with the right hand. Shot missed. Malachi Long with a rebound. Oh, Rockville with a chance. Boy, this is so similar to the game the other night. Here's a loose ball picked up by Hicks. They find Newton. He's wide open. Swish.
Bam.
You cannot leave him that much time.
Excellent ball movement by Rockville, and they got a good shot down there, which Oakland had a good shot last time. You got a layup. You just couldn't convert.
Here's Loper. 2-point lead now for Rockville. Here's Crisp. Crisp drives, spins. Wow. 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 Did I say wow 3 times?
I think you said wow 3 times.
Switched hands. That was Michael Jordan-esque right there.
Well, you know, Crisp was determined he was going to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to give it up.
But
and to his credit, he got to the hoop and put it in.
That last second switch of hands and go on the other side, that was amazing. Bronson Crisp got a chance for a 3-point play. By the way, he scored. I didn't say that, did I? But he did score.
He did score.
We're tied. Crisp gives Oakland the lead again if he can hit it. Free throw, good. Oakland back out in front. And we've got a timeout here on the court with the score. Oakland 60, Rockville 59. You're listening to State Farm Prep Basketball.
This is Stan Vaught. I'm a lot like you, a husband, father, farmer, auctioneer, and community supporter. I'm now a candidate for school board. In the last cases, Walter Hill, Milton, Leanna, Oakland, and Siegel communities. I believe in community schools, vocational education, and getting education back to the basics. I'd appreciate your support for school board.
Early voting going on now. Election day is March 5th. Paid for by Stan Vaught for school board. Stan Vaught, treasurer.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Well, here we go, 60-59. Oakland with a 1-point lead, Rockville with the ball. Consolation game, if the championship game's anything like this one, wow, we're going to be in for a great night. Under a minute to play. Let's see if Rockville's going to go for the last shot. Doesn't look like they're set up that way.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think if they get a good look, I think they'll jack it up if they get a good look. You're hoping when they get a good look if you're Coach Ingram.
Yes, Cotton dribbles now to the left side, gives it to Hicks, had a look, didn't take it. Now forced back outside to Newton. Well, maybe they are playing for one shot. I thought sure he'd take that jumper.
He was wide open.
There's a feed into Cotton, missed the shot. It was about a 6-footer, missed it. Over to Bandy, 19.
They've got a foul.
Yeah.
They've only got 3. They've got a foul.
Well, they're going to have a difficult time if Oakland can make a couple of passes to get that 5th foul in there.
Right, because now that puts him at 4. So I'm fouling immediately if I'm Rockville.
Yes.
If I don't steal the inbounds pass, I foul immediately.
Actually, I'm going to do 2 fouls immediately. Actually, I think this.
Well,
that'll get it to 5. This will get it to the shots.
The next foul will put them on the line. So, like I said, if you don't steal it, then you put them on the line.
They get it to Verge, and the odds of Verge is a pretty decent free throw shooter.
Even if it makes them both, Rockville could still tie it with a 3.
with plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Now, on the other hand, if you're Oakland, you can spare a few fouls. You can spare one.
If you make both of these free throws, I think there's no doubt that you foul.
Yeah. Here's Verge. They're big. Oakland leads by 1. First one is up. Nothing but net. That was a big free throw. This one's even bigger. Verge with 18 points. I think if you're looking at Isaiah Verge, he should have 16 a night.
He should. Yeah, absolutely, because he's got skills.
This one will really help Oakland. It's good. He's perfect. 19 for him. And now Coach Birdwell fired up with that one. And now a timeout here with we'll take a 30-second timeout and be right back.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
All right, 62-59, Oakland with a 3-point lead. Rockville's going to get it back with 13.4. Danny, what do you do?
If I'm Oakland, I'm token pressure and I foul before they get into their offense to get a shot up, because you've got a foul to give. So I'm going to foul and then make them reset out of bounds. And then, like I said, I'm just not going to – but then I'm not going to foul, and I'm going to contest, but I'm not going to foul.
This is exactly what happened to Rockville last night. Same situation.
So there's the token pressure, and like I said, once he gets up a little bit, then I would foul him just to. He almost traveled right there.
Boy, I don't know how he kept from doing it. Unbelievable. Hicks drives, goes up, layup good. Now this is exactly what Rockville did last night. They went ahead, they gave him the 2, and they're gonna sit there, and what they're gonna try to do, well, they're gonna try to get the ball back. We'll be back. 62-61.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, JCPenney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Basketball.
Back here, and welcome back. 62-61, 3.5 seconds now. They got a layup. Now Rockville, what do they got to do, Dan? They're going to have to foul.
They've got to, if they don't steal the inbounds pass, you have to foul immediately, and then you got to, I don't know, they're in a tough spot right here, because if they don't steal the inbounds pass, then, they're faced with like some kind of half-court, three-quarter court heave if Oakland misses one of the free throws, kind of deal. If they make both of them, you're still forced with something like that. So it's really an uphill climb right here for Rockville, even though you're only down 1.
But if you foul, don't you have to go the length of the floor with 3, even if you foul, like with no seconds taken off? I'll explain in a minute.
Yeah.
Oakland going to throw it in, and they do foul him instantly, and they're going to go to the line. Let's see.
2.9 on the clock now. So so realistically here, and this is kind of a hypothetical, if I'm Oakland, if I make the first one, do I miss the second one on purpose just so when they touch it, they can't gather themselves? Because if he makes both of them, then they could throw, some kind of length of the court pass to try to get up a three-pointer. But if you miss the second one, then, it makes it really, really tough.
Do they have time to call a timeout if they, like on a rebound? I don't think so. You're going to have to go down the floor.
Yes, you've got to.
Well, Verge may just put it all to rest and hit both of them. There we go. That's 63-61 as he hits it. He's been tough down the stretch at the line. He's got 20.
Without a touch in the third quarter, That's great. He's had a good game.
Rockville calls a timeout, and we'll take one, too, here on State Farm Prep Basketball. Oakland up by 2.
I think if you're Rockville.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
3.2 seconds to go here in the game. 63-61. We're talking strategy like we're coaches. But anyway, we don't know anything.
No,
but anyway,
you know,
we're trying to imagine. So Verge has one more shot. He's up by 2. You're thinking it would be better off for him to miss the shot than to hit it.
I think so, because you got to make sure you hit the rim, but you clang it off the rim. By the time they chase the ball down, when they grab it, they're going to have to try to gather themselves, turn, take a dribble or 2, and launch something three-quarter court. Whereas if he makes it, then you've got it out of bounds, and you can throw the ball down to this end.
Right.
And then you got a better chance at getting a good shot.
Good
Whereas,
point.
You know, if he misses the free throw, I think it's much tougher to get a good shot up.
Well, here's Verge's opportunity to see what he's going to do. And it's up, and it's good. Verge with 21. He just wasted your strategy, didn't he? Here it is. It's going to be a shot. He's getting a pretty good look. It's short, and that's your ball game. Nope, not yet. 1/10 of a second. What happened? Did they call a timeout? I think he did. He did call a timeout.
Before the shot?
Yeah.
With 1/10 of a second?
Well, I think they're going to have to add some time to the clock. I don't know. We're going to leave it right here. They're talking about it. This kind of happened last night too.
Huh.
It's just like I'm deja vu again. I'm just seeing it. Is that a oxymoron? Deja vu again? Yeah.
Do deja vu all over again.
Yeah.
That's a Yogi Berra
Yeah.
quote right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was deja vu all over again. So they're going to give Rockville the ball over here on the side, but
I know. I see what he's doing. He got it where he could get it on side court.
yes, but why don't you throw the ball to half court and have somebody catch it instead of doing what they – I don't know. Like I said, I'm no genius. I'm not a basketball coach. I'm just a guy that's lucky enough to be on the radio with John Dinkins.
Now this is turn and throw. This is what this is. I thought he had a pretty good look. Maybe a couple more dribbles and
yeah,
you know?
I mean, like I said, I keep thinking of the old Valparaiso play where they throw it in and they do a little give and go, and the dude gets a good shot at it. Bryce Drew, I think it was, and he knocked it down for a huge win. But yeah, let's see. They could tie it here with a 3. It's got to be a 3 if you're Rockville.
Oakland could foul too. Oh my! They tried to throw an alley-oop.
But why would you throw an alley-oop when you're down by 3?
You got to have a 3.
Because the kid was wide open on the goal, and that was by design by Oakland to leave him open because it doesn't matter if he scores.
That's your ball game.
Ball game.
Well, 64-61.
Wow, what an exciting finish. I mean, hey.
It took a while, but the final score, Rockville loses to Oakland. And what kind of an impressive win for Oakland. As they came from behind, they stayed within. They were down by 9 at one point, and to come back and win this one, 64-61, they'll finish in 3rd place, and Rockville Rockets will finish in 4th. Well, coming up, it's the Ideas Tees Between Game show, and we will also have stats for you, our keys to the game, much more. Those what's the name of that place? Oh, yeah. What is it? Brewer. What was it?
Dr. Automotive.
Yeah.
Care for your car, autorepairsmyrna.com.
Yeah, we'll have that report as well. As we continue here on State Farm Prep Basketball, the final again in the first game, this consolation game. It was Oakland 64, Rockville 61.
This is Amanda at Animal City, inviting your family to come shop with my family here at 919 Northwest Broad Street in Murfreesboro. We have a variety of toys to offer the necessary enrichment for almost any type of pet. Whether you're looking for a climbing tower for your ornamental shrimp, something to keep your hedgehog happy, or a kitty condo, you can find it here at Animal City. We carry products to make your life with pets easier. Come check them out at Animal City. Animal City, 919 Northwest Broad Street in Murfreesboro.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Rayburn Insurance in Smyrna.
Come see me, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance in downtown Smyrna today.
Online at rayburn.net.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee is dedicated to our community. Hi, I'm John Allen, Vice President and Commercial Banker at our 3427 Memorial Boulevard location in Murfreesboro. Let me help you expand, purchase, or build. With local people and decisions, we offer the best in true community banking. Come visit us today or check us out at fnbmt.com.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, NMLS 401715.
Sir Pizza. You can now order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. We've made ordering online a breeze. From sirpizzatn.com, tap on the location nearest you and begin your order for carryout or delivery. You can order the Royal Feast, create your own, spaghetti, calzones, everything right from our online portal at sirpizzatn.com. Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Hello friends, Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. More than I can count, we have taken care of families who were totally caught off guard with the passing of a loved one. There are so many details to tie up, it really can be overwhelming. Again, more than I can count are the comments from families who have pre-planned and pre-funded their or their loved one's funeral, saying, "It would have been a financial hardship had we not." Let me help you pre-plan. Call me at 615-893-2422.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
No.
And we are back here with the Ideas Tees Between Game Show. You ever been to Ideas Tees, Danny?
I have not been to Ideas Tees. I've heard it is.
It's a great place in Rutherford County for school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items, and more. Plus, you can buy all of your officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider merchandise from Blue Raider Tees. For tees, polos, hats, and more, visit their showroom at 910 Risley Road. Just turn off Broad Street between Chewy's and Chili's. Ideas Tees can put your logo on just about anything. Stop in and see how they can help you promote your favorite team, workplace, or organization. Find out more online at ideastees.com. Time for our Dr. Automotive Players of the Game. And, Danny, I'm going with Verge, who practically won this game at the end at the free throw line. He wound up with 21 points.
Yes, I think Verge was the key element, and 21 points, and he, like we talked about, he did not get a shot in the third quarter.
No, and still wound up with 21. Had a big fourth quarter. And for Rockville, Ty Newton wound up with 19. They did a much better job of keeping him from shooting outside because he was lights out tonight.
He sure was, yes. He only got really one good look in the second half, and he knocked it down, but still they limited it to one good look.
Yeah, and wound up with 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes for Ty Newton tonight. Those are your Dr. Automotive Players of the Game. Dr. Automotive provides local car owners with excellent auto repair services from ASC certified mechanics and master mechanics. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer and their staff at Dr. Automotive are fully equipped to serve your vehicle repair and maintenance needs. Well, one of them is anyway. They're on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna and online at autorepairsmyrna.com. Somebody told me you were the professor. You stayed on the phone a lot, talking to customers.
Well, that's I
bet you hear the abuse, don't you?
I played to my strengths, which is running my mouth. That's and listening to. And I try to listen to what people have to say, but I'm not smart enough to work on cars. I'll say that.
Our Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. You're honest. I think the key to the game tonight was down the stretch. Oakland did a much, I don't know, clutch shots maybe. I think they kind of got back into their game. they kind of relied on the three, but then they kind of went back to Verge inside and Carter. I think they kind of discovered themselves again late.
The key to the game was, and this is a statistic that will make Dyron Birdwell smile bigger than the doggone Cheshire Cat. 15 of 18 from the free throw line for Oakland tonight. That's the key to the game. That was the difference.
Yeah.
Rockvale, 2 out of 6. Rockvale shot 6 free throws.
I didn't realize it was that good.
Yes,
that's
Oakland
great.
shot 15 of 18, which is outstanding. You know, there was a old smart guy one time told me whoever makes the most free throws usually wins the game.
Yeah, that's correct. Absolutely. And that's your Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. Tax laws can be very confusing. It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Give them a call today at 615-890-2233. And if you missed part of the game, you can check out WGNSSports.com and tap on the Sir Pizza podcast button to download or listen. You can now order your favorite pizza online. All you have to do is go to SirPizzaTN.com for carryout or delivery. Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church Street, and on Memorial Boulevard. We switch gears now to take a look at our stats, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air and Winners Trophies and JHA Company. I've got the scoring here. For Oakland, Avery Carter had 7. Isaiah Verge with 21. It was Bronson Crisp with 10. He had a good night tonight. Josiah Cobb with 4. Jaden Looper had 7 for the Patriots. And chipping in that 5th spot, 14, we forgot about him, Mo Bandy. He had 4 first bank threes of his own. Oakland, we're going to find out, Oakland shot pretty well tonight in this game. For Rockvale, Darryl Cotton had 11, Ty Newton with 19. Great night for him. Malik Hicks had 9. Malachi Long had a good night, 11 with 3 threes. And Brendan Mayhew with 2. Elijah France finished with 4. And Caleb Lewis had a first bank 3 for the Rockets. You've got the team stats, and good shooting night, I think. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's a pretty good night for Oakland and maybe Rockville as well.
Yeah, Oakland 18 out of 46 from the field, but the key for them, like I said, 15 out of 18 from the free throw line. For Rockvale, they were 24 of 46 from the field, which is also a good
really
shooting
good
night.
Yeah.
Especially for them, you know, but they were only 2 out of 6 from the free throw line. So that's where our kind of our difference was at the charity stripe. And, you know, I give Oakland a lot of credit. When they had to get it done, they did. They found a way to get to the rack and then get to the line and convert. And Rockvale, they're at the end kind of self-destructed. They just didn't. They just kind of fell apart right there in the final minute or two.
All right, those are the team stats. You got anything else? You good?
That's good.
All right, those stats brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. We're going to take a break, buddy. Right now, we're going to go. We've got 3 down, 1 more to go. It's Blackman against Siegel in the boys' championship game here on State Farm Prep Basketball. We're going to have a word from our friends at State Farm, and we'll also take another break and be right back.
When Roscoe Brown started his local family business in 1940, he knew the importance of treating customers like family, and now 80-plus years later, that same commitment continues. Our trained, certified, and insured technicians come to your home and do the job right the first time. Roscoe Brown does heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and insulation. Call Roscoe Brown and get that needed checkup today.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com. This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
I'm Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about the significant rate decrease we're experiencing now. Let me compare coverage and possibly save you hundreds on your home and auto. Call me at 615-895-2700.
Renters, when you combine State Farm Auto and Renters Insurance, you will save money. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I'd love to talk to you about combining your auto and renters insurance to help you save. Call me at 615-900-0877.
We're talking now with Heather here at Carpets by Osborne. What are some of the advantages that Carpets by Osborne has?
Being a family business and being locally owned and operated, we do free estimates. We have our own subcontractors that work for our business. We will come out, look at your floor covering. Throughout the whole process, you deal with an individual. You're not passed off to different contractors. We handle it from start to finish.
Carpets by Osborne on Northwest Broad, next to Tire World.
Brian Barrett here with Get to Know Your State Farm Agent. We've got Bud Morris with us. Bud, it's good to have you. Man, you've been at this thing for quite a while, haven't you?
Brian, it's a real pleasure to be here with you. And as you know, I've told you so many times, I hope, how important it is what you do for the community and everything doing this. So I'm really proud of you.
Well, it's a great partnership that we've got here with State Farm, and thought it would be a good chance to get to know you. And anybody who knows you probably hasn't seen you without blue on sometime.
Well, I have it on today.
That's right. True blue.
True blue. Absolutely.
Middle Tennessee means a lot to you, doesn't it?
It really does. I went to my first football game, as I remember, with my dad when I was about 5 years old, and on from that, and I'm a three-time graduate loser out at Middle Tennessee. So anyway, I'm very grateful for all of that and what it's provided for me.
That brings a sense of community. You know, Middle Tennessee is such an important part of our community. That's kind of how you run your business. I mean, your customers are your neighbors, your friends, your people that you do life with.
Absolutely. It's amazing how that's developed over the years. Literally, the people that I tailgate at football, basketball games with are my insureds and whatnot, and become lifelong friends. And it's kind of amazing how all of that has evolved over the years. I'm very fortunate.
It's got to be great to be a businessman and be able to help people in what you do with auto and home insurance and the like with State Farm, but build relationships that last a lifetime.
It's amazing. I probably enjoy that the most of the whole thing, Brian, because I get to see people that I probably wouldn't see on a regular basis. They come by the office, have coffee, Cokes, whatever. But we tailgate together. We go around together. I see them on the square in Murfreesboro, all that kind of thing. And it's just, it's a very rewarding life. It really is.
And to be able to do that in your hometown means a lot, too, I'd imagine.
It means a whole lot. We've talked about stories from time I was 3 or 4 years old. I was born and raised here, and I'm very fortunate to have been in Murfreesboro all my life.
You're here supporting what we do here at the radio station, and that's what makes this community such a great place to be. And people don't think about Rutherford County and Middle Tennessee sports and high school sports without thinking of State Farm and Bud Morris.
Well, you're very kind. I'm very fortunate to be here, and it's so important for all of us. So many people gave to me when I was growing up, and I just hope I can do something for the folks that are around now.
Bud, if anybody wants to give you a shout, office number 615-893-1417. I'm sure you'd be glad to talk to anybody about home and auto insurance and the like.
Absolutely.
All right. Bud, appreciate it, and go blue.
Thank you. Go blue.
Right. Bud Morris joining us here on this segment of Get to Know Your State Farm Agent.
Hi, this is Wade Hayes of Toots Restaurants. My personal favorite menu item is our Danish baby back ribs. They're fall off the bone tender, very lean, got a delicious homemade sauce we put on it, and there's nobody serving ribs like these anywhere in Middle Tennessee.
Toots, good food and fun since 1985.
At Toots Restaurants, our quality has not changed.
Our portions have not changed.
Our products have not changed.
Good food and fun.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
And it's time for the 8-4A basketball tournament boys division. It's the championship game between the Siegel Stars and the Blackman Blaze. John Dinkins back with you with Danny Brewer. And here are your starting lineups brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. For Blackman, it'll be Christian Johnson, number 33, a 6'5 junior center. Garrison Eady, number 4, a 6'1 junior guard. Braden Flowers, a sophomore, 5'10 guard. Number 5 is Dyson Edom, a 6'3 junior forward. And Keller Jackson, a forward, 6'4 sophomore, number 22. Johnson, Eady, Flowers, Elam, and Jackson for Blackman. And Danny, they are all, before we go to the Siegel lineup, all of those guys, juniors or sophomores. That's scary.
Good news for Blackman fans.
Yeah, that sure is. And the starting lineups now for the Siegel Stars. Mac Moss, tremendous in the first game the other night. Mac Moss, number 4, a 6-foot senior guard. Carter Webb, a forward, 6'2", wears 0. Garoth Clark, number 10, will be at center, 6'3 senior. Cadence Melendez, number 2, a 5'11 senior forward or guard. Dorian Lyles, number 11, will be at the other forward spot, 6'1 sophomore. So it's Moss, Webb, Clark, Melendez, and Lyles. And Blackman in the visiting orange and blue. And, buddy, it is orange, a lot of it. And for Siegel, it'll be they're in the home whites with the blue, navy blue, and teal in the colors for them. And we're about ready to get this one underway. I'm looking for another exciting one. We won this. The first game was by 3. This one could be the same.
I think it will be. Who can do what they want to do? Blackman wants to get it inside. Siegel likes to bomb it outside.
And the tip is up and controlled by Blackman. Eady has it, brings it across the timeline. The left-hander dribbles to the right side, gives it over to Keller Jackson. Over to Flowers. Back to Eady in the corner now to Elam. Back to Eady. Eady likes to take that drive to the middle. Carter Webb all over him. Siegel in a man-to-man zone, a man-to-man defense. And right now, I would say you won't see them go to a zone much any of these nights. They like playing that man-to-man.
They do. You know, I think that the advantage is for Blackman in that case because the Blackman inside players.
Oh, yeah. And they can bring more than one at you. And the lob this time, no good, and it's intercepted by Siegel, and the drive is up and good by Carter Webb, and he is fouled. Carter Webb is what makes this team go, and Eady picks up the foul.
He got out in the open court there, got up the floor in a hurry.
And that was Lyles gave him a good outlet pass to him. So at the line to make it a three-point play is Carter Webb, and he does. He has 3, and Siegel up 3-0. Blackman with the basketball. Eady across the timeline. The last 2 times his team made it, it was the last regular season game of the year, and Blackman won it.
Siegel would like to see this game in the 60s or 70s. Blackman wants to keep it in the 40s or 50s.
Exactly. Good point. Here's Eady driving. Now dishes it back out. Johnson for 3. It's short. They want to keep him out there. That'd be fine for Siegel.
Oh, absolutely.
And the rebound's picked up, and a whistle and a foul. It's going to be Siegel's ball. Foul is on Jackson, his first. Second team foul on the Blaze. And Siegel will bring it up. Mac Moss, 17 points in previous game of this tournament. Here's Webb to Melendez. Dishes it back out. Webb open for 3. No good. Rebound Johnson. Gets it to Eady. Eady to the left side. Now dribbles to the foul line. Back to Johnson, who's way out front, out top, and settles back down at the low post. Jackson, who is also the other post, and he had a good game the other night. Eady has it, bounces it down to Jackson. Double team, picked up, almost thrown away. Edie gets it back. Stops, shoots in the lane, good from 7. So Edie gets Blackman on the scoreboard. 3-2 now, Siegel. Good Saturday night crowd for a really good matchup. Here's Carter Webb driving. His patented drive. Shot won't go this time. Rebound, Edie. To Flowers. Oh, he thought about a 3. Didn't take it. Edie looks at Johnson. Now brings it back out. Flowers has it. They do the same on the right side. He goes up. Shot short. Rebound. Good defense, Siegel. Moss. Over to Lyles. Layup rolls in good. They're wasting no time getting down the floor, that's for sure.
No, they did not.
5-2, Siegel by 3. Barry Wortman, the head coach of the Blackman Blaze. Matt Rigsby, head coach of Siegel.
Pair of aces right there. Both guys can flat coach.
They sure can. Here's Edie to Flowers. Edie drives, stopped, cut off by Webb. Back to Flowers. Flowers goes to the corner. Now finds Johnson. 12-footer short.
Short arm that one.
Yep, can't get the rebound. Comes away with it. Lyles is doing a great job on the board. Down low, quick pass. Moss to Webb. It's good. 5 for Webb. Give the assist to Moss. 7-2 Siegel. They've taken advantage of every miss so far. Edie to Flowers. Back to Johnson. Roth has him out front to Flowers. He drives. Now dishes it back out to Johnson. This time he hits. Pay dirt. Christian Johnson's first basket. Trailed. Flowers drove in, and Johnson just trailed him.
Trailed him. He got the kick back, and knocked, this time he knocked it down. He followed through with the shot. He didn't short arm it.
7-4. Siegel by 3. There's Moss. Stops. Double team. That's Melendez, excuse me. Lyles has it from the corner. Swish! Dorian Lyles with a first bank 3. He's got 5, and the lead now 6 for Siegel. And I think Saffold is getting ready to check in. If I think that's Saffold. Over to Flowers, bounces it into Johnson. Turns, spins, got a double team, but scores anyway. That's what Barry Wordman wants him to do right there.
Exactly. He doesn't need to be shooting from above the arc.
10-6. Roth. Shot, no good. Missed the shot, but the rebound comes down to Moss. And Webb going to try it. Shot's off. Rebound, Flowers. Here's Flowers, spins, now gives it over to Johnson, goes baseline, and stays with it and puts it off the glass. That was super move.
Old school off the backboard.
Rolls and rolls off this time. Edie down with the rebound for Blackman. He stops. To Elam, to Johnson, who throws a bullet down there to him. He gets it over in the corner to Flowers. Back out to Edie, now to Johnson, top of the key. Down low, they try to get it to Keller Jackson. The pass is intercepted. Moss has it over now to Webb. Webb, a little shimmy, a little shake. Now to Rogers, who has his shot blocked. They're going to bring it back out to Moss. 10-8. Siegel with a 2-point lead. A pick for Moss, now to Webb. Last night the defense kept Webb outside, Oakland did, and right now that's what Blackman seems to be doing as well. If he's gonna beat you, you want him to beat you outside. Moss, as I say that, Webb already has 5 points. To Lyles, back out now to Moss. He drives, floater in the lane, no good, but a whistle and a foul.
Foul number 33, Christian Johnson.
Foul on Christian Johnson, his first.
At the line, number 4, Matt
Santel getting ready to check in. Well, they've been down there for a while. A game tonight brought to you by Ideas Tees, Dan France Concrete, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, Stan Balfour County School Board, and Middle Tennessee Christian School. The first free throw by Moss is good. Melendez comes out. And Santel comes in. And also coming in is Saffold. I'm sorry, that's McDonald. Second one by Moss is good. That is McDonald into the game. So Moss with 2 free throws. He's on the board. 12-8. Siegel by 4. 1:33 to go in the first quarter. Here's a long jumper by Flowers. Nothing but the net. It's a first bank 3. In fact, it even flips the net. And Flowers gets on the boards with his first bank 3 and cuts the Siegel lead to 1.
Flowers was the key to Blackman's run last year because he started knocking down from the outside, and it opened up the inside game for Blackman.
Roth Clark gives it over to Moss, to Santel. Santel feeds to Moss. Moss drives. Ball stolen away. Edey behind the back dribble. He's got numbers now, brings it back out. He'll set it up. 12-11 with 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Boys Championship District 8 4A. Siegel, the regular season champions. Lob down to Johnson. I don't even know how he got, or McDonald. I don't know how he got that shot off. But he did, but he's fouled.
Nice over the top pass by Flowers there. That was a good look inside.
Santel with the foul. And McDonald goes to the line. Now he's a big fella, but he's got a nice soft touch. Free throw's good. McDonald is a 6-foot junior. He'll be back next year. Melendez comes back in, and Santel goes to the bench for Siegel. We're at 46 seconds to go in the first. McDonald's second one. See how he just flips it?
Just flips it.
And it's good. Trey McGaffey coming into the game and Trey Saffold also in the game. Here's Siegel with the ball. Webb, top of the key now, guarded by Saffold. To Melendez, 34 seconds to go. Melendez pops a 3, yeah. Cadence Melendez with a first bank 3. They're flying out of here right now. 15-13 Siegel. McGaffey having a little problem, now gets it over. Now it's knocked out of bounds, or knocked out, and Melendez is going to be called with the foul.
Foul number 2, Cadence Melendez, his first.
And here comes Flowers, Edey, and Johnson back in.
Number 0, Clayton Flowers. Number 4, Garrison Edey. And number 33.
19 seconds to go. John Dinkins, Danny Brewer with you. Championship night. Brian Barrett at home, probably taking a big nap in a recliner right now.
You think maybe, did his wife make him supper?
No. He probably had a Pop-Tart. He had a big meal down here before he left. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Edey, right side to Flowers, 8 seconds to go. Johnson looks, or McDonald looks to Johnson. Long 3. Oh, in and out. Rebound. Picked up, scores Elam, and he's fouled with 1 second left. Great rebound by Dyson Elam.
Nice work on the boards there by Blackman for sure.
Got a chance to make it a 3-point play and take the lead at the end of the first quarter, unless Siegel can shoot a miracle shot. Well, so far, this is what everything this one's been advertised as.
Yeah, absolutely.
Elam eyes it, puts it up, and it rolls good. 4 of the 5 starters are on the scoreboard for Blackman, and that's the end of the first quarter of play. Got a good one going. It's Blackman 16, Siegel 15 here on State Farm Prep Basketball.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here, and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com, 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
When Rutherford Countyans think of insurance professionals, they think Rayburn Insurance Agency at 200 South Lowry in Smyrna, meeting the needs of thousands of customers since 1973. You can trust Rayburn Insurance with all your needs, a place where customer service really matters. It's personal with Rayburn Insurance, as fans of local sports, as friends, and as insurance professionals. Check them out at rayburn.net or call 615-459-4145. Rayburn Insurance, for business, auto, home, and life insurance.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Start of the second quarter of play. John Dinkins, Danny Brewer, Brian Barrett, who is home, but he was here earlier today in the girls' games. Girls' consolation won by Rockville, and the championship game was won by Blackman by 2, I believe. Is that right, 2?
3.
3, okay. And then earlier tonight, Oakland won by 3 over Rockville, and here we've got a 1-point lead for Blackman. Siegel with the ball. Melendez gives over to Webb. Saffold is back into the game along with Keller Jackson. McDonald is in. And we've got Flowers and McGaffey. Here's Dorian Lyles, drives, stops in midair, flips it out to Melendez in the corner. Over to Moss. Moss gives to Webb. Webb drives, goes up, puts it up. It won't go, but a whistle and a foul. Foul is on Saffold. That's his first. And Carter Webb going to the line again. Our game tonight is brought to you by First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, Dr. Automotive, you know those guys, and State Farm. Webb, free throw missed. Just started the second quarter of play. I don't know about the crowd over here. And when you start seeing several people in the upper deck up there, you've got a good crowd.
You know you got a good crowd.
Webb, free throw good, second one. He's got 6. And we're tied at 16. Here's McGaffey. Over to Flowers. Almost stepped back, but didn't, and Jackson's got it. Trapping by Siegel. Jackson looking for help, finds Flowers.
Siegel's extending the defense. I think they want to speed the game up.
Yeah, they want to run. McGaffey to Flowers. And Blackman, quite honestly, wants to do just the opposite. Long feed to McDonald's. Can't get it over Roth Clark's big hands. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll be Siegel's ball. Here come the other 3, Elam, Edey, and Johnson in. Saffold, Jackson, and McGaffey come out. Edey to throw it in. 16 all. He gives those guys a little breather. Edey in the corner. And the ball's intercepted. He tried to get it into McDonald. Over to Webb. Webb racing down the floor. Drop pass down low to Lyles. It's good. That was tremendous.
Nice drive, draw, and dish. The 3 Ds.
They got it right. 18-16. Siegel by 2. And that's exactly what you said. They want to run. They want to run as often as they can.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they want to speed the game up.
Johnson, he thought about that 3, but didn't take it. Left side to Edey, back to Johnson. If you're a Siegel, you want Johnson out there. That's where you want him.
Yeah, because he's not really a real threat out there. In the paint, the kid can score.
Here's Edey, fadeaway jumper, good from 15. That kid is pretty clutch, that junior, Garrison Edey. They missed him earlier in the year. He had an injury, missed a few games. They really missed him. Moss to Melendez. Now stops his dribble, gives it back over to Webb, left side in front of the Blackman bench. Barry Wortman calmly looking at his sheet over there. He won't be calm for long, though.
No, he won't. He may be looking calm, but he's turning inside.
Yes.
You know him. You know he is.
Here's Moss over to Webb. Back out to Roth Clark. Moss drives, dishes off to Clark. Back out to Melendez. Now Siegel being somewhat patient. Lyle's going to put it up, though, and the shot's missed. Rebound coming down with it is Flowers. Flowers scoots down the floor in a hurry, gives it over to Johnson. Gets it down low to McDonald, flips back out, back to Johnson. Johnson lost the dribble and lost the ball. Here comes Webb. Boy, he gets by 2. Great move. Layup good.
Nice little step through there by Webb for sure. Nice step through.
And that was legal.
That was legal.
20-18. Siegel by 2. Back over to Edie. Top of the key. Now left side it goes to Elam. Edie tries to drive. Does. Stops. Now gives it over in the corner to Elam. Down low to Johnson. And Siegel's doing a good job. They're swarming to the big guys for Blackman.
They're doubling. Whenever they have a guy floating, and whenever the ball goes into the low post, they're doubling it to make him kick it out. Make him do something with it.
Edie to Flowers. Left open. Can't do it. First bank 3. Braden Flowers. He's got 6. 21-20 Blackman.
When Flowers is doing that, the Blackman offense is difficult to stop because they got the inside-outside going on then.
Tremendous shooter off the dribble. I mean, or not off the dribble, just set shooter, 3.
Catch and fire.
Yeah, and here's Lyles, shot missed, rebound, Blackman. Seagulls missed their last 2 down the floor. Flowers gets it across. Brings it back out to Edie. And they'll set it up. Over to Johnson. Looks at Flowers, doesn't give it to him. McDonald now at the high post, gives it back over to Flowers, back to Edie. They leave him open again. Flowers, no good this time. You could tell that one was going to be a little off. Rebound, Mac Moss with a nice one. Great play by Edie to stop it a little bit, but Lyles comes away with it. 3:20 to go in the half. Moss to Webb. Webb would like a lane to be cleared. Lyles sets a pick for him. Stops, pops for 3, no good. Rebound, Johnson, or McDonald, excuse me, for Blackman. It's kind of hard to tell them apart.
They're both big, and they're wearing orange jerseys.
Well, at my age, that's a problem. Edie, back to Elam, back to Edie. Shot's going to be short. Johnson there to put it back. No, can't get it. Knocks it out. Saved by Elam. Over to Edie. Oh, great pass. Great dish down low to McDonald. Thank you very much, says Mr. McDonald. He's got 4. And it's a 3-point Blackman lead. 2:24 to go in the half. Here's Webb. Swings it over to Moss. Moss nowhere to go. Now gives it to Lyles in the corner. Swish. Make that Roth Clark with a first bank 3. Roth Clark from the corner. His first basket. And we've got a timeout on the court here. And it's time to talk about our friends over at Parks Auction.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
It seems like everyone is a real estate expert. But Bob Bug and Stan Vaught have put in the decades of work for their clients to be the go-to guys. With Parks Auction's extensive marketing program, you can receive the most money in the shortest amount of time. Stan Vaught and Bob Bug, Parks Auction. They'll handle everything online at parksauction.com.
All right, that's Danny Brewer. I'm John Dinkins. We're 23-23 is our score.
Yeah, I've just got an update from, I think Lebanon is leading Laverne 25-19 at the half.
Here it's 23-23. Wyatt Gilliland is into the game for Siegel. And here comes Edie with it, and over to Elam. Blackman working that offense again. To Edie in the corner. Elam, he'll take the shot, and it hits into back across the backboard and out of bounds, and it'll be Siegel's basketball. Well, we played almost 2 quarters, and we haven't decided a thing here. Moss brings it up for Siegel. Back out now to Carter Webb. Over to Lyles, back to Moss. Moss drives, baseline, cut off. And now he stepped on the inline. Turnover Siegel. That happens a lot. We've seen that. I've seen that more this year than any time before. stepping out on the end line as you're trying to make a move to the baseline. We're still tied 23, and Blackman has the ball. 1:15 and counting here in the first half. Edey, long three, swish. Edey with 7. And it's 26-23 now.
Nice square up. He was a good 2 or 3 feet behind the arc when he launched that one, but it was bottoms.
Here's Webb trying to get a pick, and does from Gilligan. The give and go back door. Gilligan nowhere to go. Here's a drive and a whistle and a foul. Lyles or Clark is going to be fouled.
Foul number 33, Christian Johnson.
Christian Johnson, his second foul. And we will not see Christian Johnson for the rest of this half.
And for single number 2.
It's Jackson, McGaffey, and Sappho to come in.
For Blackman, McGaffey.
47 seconds left in this quarter. That's only the second team foul by anybody.
Hard to believe. And now a foul, a reach in. That's going to be on the floor.
Yeah, non-shooting.
Sappho picks up his second foul. Clark to Moss. Moss to Melendez. Melendez back in the corner to Roth. And Clark drives, no basket. That's going to be on the floor as well.
Foul number 22, Keller Jackson. That's his second.
Second foul on Jackson. Excuse me, Danny.
One foul in the first 7 minutes and 15 seconds of this quarter, and 3 in the last 30 seconds.
Here's a drive by Webb, way off and out of bounds. Well, Blackman's had a victory so already. They've held Carter Webb to 8 points. So that's a victory in itself. Here's a drive, the shot, the jumper by Melendez, no good. Jackson in trouble, gets it out to Elam. Elam brings it across himself, over to McGaffey with 16 seconds to go. Over to Saffold. Saffold dribbles over and drives it to McGaffey, back to McDonald. McDonald in trouble, double teamed, now gets it back. Saffold, McGaffey's going to shoot the 3 and hit it. A first bank 3 at the horn. That's a huge shot. Blackman takes a 6-point lead as Trey McGaffey hits it at the horn. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have our halftime stats for you. You're listening to State Farm Prep Basketball, 29-23, Blackman on top.
What makes Murfreesboro so vibrant? Is it regular coffee dates on Main Street? Checking in on neighbors to be sure everyone's safe? Or cheering on your favorite team? At Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, we believe it's all of these and more. The hometown medical group that genuinely cares. We deliver quality primary and specialty medical care in our community. And as the official medical group of the MTSU Athletics, we keep students and staff healthy too. Learn more at mmclinic.com or call 615-893-4480 today.
It's a critical time in education, and we need experience on the Rutherford County School Board. That's why we need to elect Butch Vaughn to the school board in Zone 6. He brings experience as a public educator from his years in the classroom and as a coach to being principal at Central and Blackman Middle and Oakland High Schools. Butch Vaughn has also been in private education as the former headmaster at PCA. Experience counts, especially now. That's why we need Butch Vaughn on the Rutherford County School Board. Paid for by Butch Vaughn for School Board. Pryor Manning, Treasurer.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service. We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service reminds you that it makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We've been serving Rutherford County since 1988.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're just off Memorial Boulevard at 142 Heritage Park Drive.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, J.C. Penney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Welcome back to Randy King Gymnasium and Oakland High School. We're at the District 8 4A basketball tournament. It's the boys finals, and I'm going to run some scores for you by you here on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. In today's girls finals here at Oakland, Rockville defeated Riverdale 70-34. They take third place in the tournament. And Blackman defeated Oakland girls 45-43 in the girls championship game. And a final from Division 2A, Good Pasture defeated PCA girls 67-57. In the games tonight, Oakland beat Rockville 64-61 in the 8-4A consolation game. Here, it's 29-23, Blackman by 6 at half. A score update, Lebanon 25, Laverne 19. That's the end of the second quarter. And we haven't heard anything out of Eagleville or Fayetteville yet, and we'll get that to you as soon as we can. I want to take a look at the scoring here, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. Mac Moss for Siegel has 2 points, Carter Webb with 8. It's Roth Clark with 3, Cadence Melendez with 3, Dorian Lyles with 7 to lead Blackman. Webb has 8 to lead Siegel, For Blackman, Christian Johnson with 6. Garrison Eady with 7. He has a 3. Trey McGaffey hit a 3 at the horn here at the first half. He has 3. Braden Flowers with 6 points and a 3. He has 2 threes, actually. Dyson Elam with 3 points. And Jalen McDonald, has 4 points for the Blaze. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, I'll be talking to Danny, and we'll also have a look at some of those team stats as we continue here on State Farm Prep Basketball.
For nearly 2 decades, Mills Family Pharmacy has cared for residents in our community as if they were part of our own family. At Mills, we work hard to provide you with customized services to fit your needs. Mills also offers flu shots, immunizations, medication therapy management, and even a medication delivery service.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. We're located next to Toots South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro.
Learn more by visiting us online at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
If someone asked, "What's your more?" would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
You've seen the ads out there, companies wanting to buy your home. But why sell yourself short when you can get fair market value? I'm Lisa Patton. If you have an estate to settle or a home to sell, call Parks Auction. We'll work with you to sell your home or property in any condition with no costly repairs on your timeline. Why accept one offer when you can have multiple? You need Parks Auction. We look out for your best interest. Call Parks Auction today. We handle everything.
If you need concrete work done, who would I call? Dan Franz Concrete. Here's why. He's local. He attended Walter Hill Elementary, Oakland, and MTSU. He served our community as a school resource officer for 9 years, and he's involved in the community.
This is Dan with Dan Franz Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Dan Franz Concrete is a licensed and insured residential and commercial concrete construction contractor serving Middle Tennessee. Check out danfranzconcrete.com online to see some of their work.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Basketball.
Ron Reeves, many of our State Farm agents, along with, he's a Rutherford County resident with an office in Brentwood. State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, give him a call, 615-873-1700. Danny joining me here, and I'm telling you, Danny, this is a strange game, but a good one. But it's really defensively minded, and Blackman has done very well shooting threes tonight so far.
They have. This is an excellent game for the basketball purists. I love basketball games like this. Both teams are very fundamental. Both teams are defensive-minded. Siegel wants to get up and down the floor a little bit. They don't want the game to be 29-23 at half. They would rather have been like 39-33. They want a higher scoring game like we talked about. They want to push the ball up and down the floor. But Blackman has forced them into playing Blackman basketball.
If you look at this halftime score, Blackman's winning the game not only on in the total, but how many points have been scored. They're right where they want them to be.
Right where they want the game to be. Barry Workman is a master at dictating this type stuff, you know. Now, in Blackman, their shot selection has been excellent. They're 11 of 18 from the field right now, that's fantastic for them. When they shoot the ball well, they're very difficult to beat. Siegel, on the other hand, they're 8 of 19. They haven't shot the ball bad. They're 8 of 19, 4 out of 5 from the free throw line for Siegel. Blackman is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. So both teams, you know, have played well. It's just Blackman has been able to do what Blackman wants to do, which is make it a half-court game, get the ball inside, get open shots, and knock them down.
All right, we'll be back with the second half right here on State Farm Prep Basketball.
Head over to J. Mullins Jewelry to check out their selection of rings, watches, custom design jewelry, and much more. They're a local business located at 352 West Northville Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. They have gifts for all occasions, weddings, graduations, anniversaries, whatever you need, you can find it at J. Mullins Jewelry. That's at 352 West Northville Boulevard or online at mullinsjewelry.com.
In Rutherford County, you know how much it means to have neighbors that you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-873-1700. Let me save you money and time.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Hey, it's Brian sharing why First National Bank of Middle Tennessee has been my bank since opening here in 2014. I just really want to know my bank isn't some corporate outfit out of state, but I also want online banking and a great app. Well, I get that at First National Bank of Middle Tennessee and more. You won't find better customer service either. The people, that's what makes it the best place I've banked. You don't have to settle, you know. Come on over with me to First National Bank of Middle Tennessee on Gateway and Memorial Boulevards. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What makes Murfreesboro so vibrant? Is it regular coffee dates on Main Street? Checking in on neighbors to be sure everyone's safe? Or cheering on your favorite team? At Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, we believe it's all of these and more. The hometown medical group that genuinely cares. We deliver quality primary and specialty medical care in our community. And as the official medical group of the MTSU Athletics, we keep students and staff healthy too. Learn more at mmclinic.com or call 615-893-4480 today.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Don Dinkins, Danny Brewer back with you here. The second half starting. We'll get to those lineups here. And the long lob to McDonald is blocked. Great block by Lyles. That was beautiful.
Yes, nice anticipation.
It's Webb, it's Roth Clark, it's Melendez and Lyles and Moss for Siegel. And here's a jumper by Lyles. It's no good. Rebound, Elam. And for Blackman, Elam, Edie Flowers, who takes a three. No. Rebound, Clark. Johnson's in there along with the McDonald. And those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company. As we start the second half. Here's Moss with a nice drive, high off the glass, good. His first field goal.
Nice old school shot right there.
Yeah.
I love it when kids use the backboard.
You're definitely old school, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I like to see that too myself. That's what the backboard's for, and that's what that square, that's why they put that square up there too.
You know, I used to play with some guys that were money from a certain spot on the floor because they used the backboard.
Yeah.
They wouldn't miss. They could hit that spot on the backboard and they would not miss.
Of course, that was in 1975, but I mean, who's counting? Here's Johnson. The loose ball gets it back, and Blackman looks a little rattled right here for some reason. There he gets it back, Edie. Now back to Flowers. We've played about a minute and a half of the third quarter. Elam, 29-25, Blackman. Here's McDonald. Oh, nice feed. Edie dishes it out to Elam. He goes up off the glass. Good. Dyson Elam playing one of his better games. He's got 5.
Good team basketball right there. Good team basketball.
6 minutes to play in the third. It's a 5-point lead or 6-point lead for Blackman. Here's Melendez. He drives, goes up, and is fouled. They saw something at halftime here, Danny, because both guards, Moss went down the sidelines and drove, and Melendez just did the same thing.
Well, perhaps Coach Rigsby told him, attack the basket.
Yeah.
You've got to attack the basket. We can't expect to get good shots if we don't attack the basket.
Melendez free throw is good. He has 4. Jackson coming in, McDonald coming out. That foul was on McDonald, I believe. Yes. Second one getting ready. Melendez eyes it, puts it up, and it's good. Both of these teams hit free throws very well.
That's why they're in the championship game.
Yep. Here's Edey bringing it up, finding some pressure as he goes across half court. Flowers gets it across. Picked up by Moss. Back to Edey, top of the key now. Tries to drive, does. Spins in the lane. Scoots it down low to Johnson. Shot won't go. Jackson's there, and I think he's going to be fouled.
Number 10, Roth Clark.
Foul is on Roth Clark. And Blackman will throw it in. Nowhere to go. Now he slings it out to Elam. Right in front of the Blackman bench. Over to Flowers. This is where Berry gets more vocal when he's got his team on his side. Down on his end of the court. Flowers to Edey. Edey drives with the right hand. Puts it up. A little jumper, no good. Rebound. Lyles. Siegel coming. 31-27. He drives. He goes up. Strong move, but a missed shot. Edey. Jackson, Keller Jackson with the rebound. Edey brings it in, and now back out. Over to Flowers. Under 5 minutes to play here in the third. Moss to Edey. Elam comes around off a pick and has it left side. Melendez all over him. To Flowers. There's Johnson. He's going to set a pick for Edey. Now bounces it down low to Johnson. Nowhere to go with it. He gets it back to Edey. Jumper, top of the key, no good. Rebound, one-handed by Clark. And he brings it up himself. And he's going to take it all the way. Now stops. Gives it over to Moss. Moss, nowhere to go with it. Gives it to Melendez. Back over to Lyles. To Clark. 31-27. At the foul line, a little bit beyond it, is Clark. Shots missed. Good block out by Jackson. Over to Flowers. Blackman's got it. Flowers drives in, now brings it back out, and they'll set it up. Blackman with a 4-point lead, Danny. They take their time. They get even slower when they get in the second half.
They do. They shorten the game. That's what they want to do, is shorten the game, especially if they have a lead. The basketball IQ of both of these teams is pretty impressive.
Flowers for 3, no good. Blackman cold coming in, but Elam missed the shot. Rebound, Siegel. Both teams really not shooting that well at the moment, and there's a whistle and a foul and a push. Foul is on Flowers.
Yeah, Blackman is just, let's see, 1 for 7 in the second half. Blackman is so far.
Jackson, or J.C. McDonald comes in for Johnson, and Moss will throw it in. Here's Webb. Boy, they've done a good job on him tonight. Here's Lyles. He's trying to drive, and Jackson's going to pick up the foul. And he's in a bit of foul trouble here. He's got 3.
Foul number 22, Keller Jackson.
And here comes Saffold and McGaffey in. 31-27 Blackman. It hasn't changed in the last couple of minutes. 3:20 to go in the third. Over to Moss, to Melendez, and ball stolen. Edey's got it. Fights off 2 guys, now falls, and I think they're going to call a foul. Santel, who just entered the game, may be the guy.
Foul number 0, Carter
Nope,
Webb.
Carter Webb.
Edey was a little out of control on that, so he kind of was the benefactor of that foul call because he was head down and he was going to the rim, but he's a little out of control.
He never really had that ball, did he?
No, he just kind of pushed it down the floor.
And they get an easy layup to McDonald underneath. Somebody missed an assignment there. 6 points for McDonald, and the lead is back to 6. Under 3 minutes to play in the third. This is really methodical right here. I mean, it's Santel to Webb. Webb almost lost it and did. Just lost it out off the dribble. And it's a turnover for Siegel, and Blackman will get the ball.
If I'm Coach Rigsby, I got to do something to get Webb untracked.
Yeah.
You got it. You got get him isolated on the wing. Blackman's playing a man defense. Do something to get that kid going to the hoop with the basketball.
Here's Johnson to Elam. Over to Edie. Over to Elam. Elam drives, gets pushed, goes up, fouled. He was fouled 3 times going in there.
I think he was, but they only called 1.
Foul number 10, Roth Clark.
Roth Clark picks up his second foul. 33-27 is still a 6-point lead, a chance to make it 8. And we're going to take a timeout here with a 6-point lead for Blackman, and at the line will be Elam here on State Farm Prep Basketball.
Greetings, friends. This is Lenny Farmer with the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home in Murfreesboro. If you ever had to deal with the final arrangements of a loved one, funerals are both emotional and financial. You can easily be drained both ways when you least expect it. I can help you in both of these areas by showing you the positive side of pre-arranging. Locking in your cost for the rest of your life will truly relieve some emotional stress at that time. Call me, won't you, at 615-893-2422. Let's talk.
Hi, this is Dan Mitchell from Music World and Drummers Den. We offer a good assortment of everything. We have new guitars, Gill, Seagull, Godin, lots of brands, vintage guitars. We have everything you need, keyboards, drums, every instrument you can think of. We would welcome you to come in and look around, see what you can find that you have to have. And Music World and Drummers Den is located at 2762 South Church Street, right across from Indian Hills Golf Course.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Dyson Elam going to the free throw line for Blackman. He and his teammates have a 6-point lead, a chance to increase that. Let's see if that good free throw shooting continues for both teams. Free throw, no good. I jinxed him, I guess.
You did.
And Dyson will get one more. This could be one of those games. You said it before it started that Blackman keeps it under around 40. It helps them a lot.
Oh, yeah, they want to be 40 to 50 points.
Free throw, second one good. Elam. C.J. McDonald coming back into the game, and Elam with 6 points now.
I think if Blackman gets to 50 before Siegel gets to 50, they're going to win, no doubt.
Wow. That's a bold statement, Danny. In the corner is Santel. Over to Moss. Moss from the corner releases it, and it's off of Santel. No, it's off of Blackman, and half the crowd can't believe it.
Yeah, it looked like Santel knocked that ball out of bounds. It was partially blocked, and then Santel went up for it, and I thought he knocked it out of bounds.
I think he was already out of bounds is what I think is what they were going by. I'm not sure, but Roth Clark has it. And here's a drive by Laus, forcing his way in there, and they're going to pick up McDonald there with a foul. Nope, that's not on McDonald. No, foul. That's not McDonald, is it?
They said 11. They called it on 11.
Okay. Well, you're right.
That's McDonald.
Yep. So here's Laus. Trying to get a little closer. Free throw's good. Laus with 8. Had a good first quarter. A little quiet in the second quarter. And here comes Flowers and Edie back in. And Johnson. 34-28. Laus, second free throw's good. And just as free throws help you win a game, free throws help you stay in a game.
Absolutely right, because you're scoring without the clock running.
34-29. Elam now back to Edie, running the pattern. Tries to, no, he doesn't lob it to Johnson. They're trying. They want to take advantage of the size advantage that Johnson has in there right now, and McDonald.
Yeah, because Santel's trying to guard McDonald, and McDonald is that's 32. He's a good 6 inches taller than Santel is down there.
Here's Edie, drives. Boy, found a lane, now gives it to Elam. He scoots up and puts up a reverse, no good. Rebound Santel. Here comes Siegel. Lyles and gets by, and they're going to call Flowers, who just kind of handcuffed him as he went by.
Point blank look for Elam. Those are the ones that you stay awake at night thinking, what if, you know? But it's one of those things where he did everything right except make the basket.
This is the kind of game where you're not seeing, you know, like streaky shooting where, you know, a team just monopolizes for a quarter. I mean, or for 3-4 minutes. It just hadn't been that kind of game.
No, because they're both good defensively,
yes.
and they're really getting after each other.
Lyles missed the first one. And he's standing there for another one. Our game tonight brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Middle Tennessee Electric, Sir Pizza, Bullen's Body Shop, and Franklin's Print Works. Second one is good by Lyles. He's reached double figures with 10. 34-30, they've crept back to 4. A minute to play, a minute 6 to play in the game, in the third quarter, that is. Over to Johnson. Johnson at the high post. Looks down low, finds McDonald at the high post, and now gives it over to Flowers. Back over to Edie. Elam down low to McDonald. McDonald trying to push his way in. Now back out to Johnson. He drives. He's going to go all the way in and score.
Nice take right there by the big man. Put the rock on the floor, glided to the hoop, laid it up with the left hand. Very nice.
Webb has it. 33 seconds to go. 36-30 Blackman. Lyles, underhanded pass to Webb. Edie on him. What a matchup there.
Edie's done a really nice job of holding Webb in check. You know, the thing about Webb is he's not attacking the basket.
No. He only has 8 points, and that long three, no good. And that's the end of the quarter. We've played 3, 1 quarter to go for the championship in the boys' action. 36-30, Blackman leads Siegel here on State Farm Prep Basketball.
Hey, I'm Jack Hayes, here with my dad Nick and my granddad Pops.
Don't feel like cooking dinner tonight? Download Uber Eats and search for Toots. Check out Toots on Uber Eats today. You can order our full menu. Just download the Uber Eats app and search for the Toots nearest you to have it delivered fast and fresh to your door.
At Toots Restaurants, our quality has not changed.
Our portions have not changed.
Our products have not changed.
Good food and fun.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Start of the fourth quarter. Our game tonight brought to you by Roscoe Brown Heating and Air, First Bank, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, Butch Vaughn for School Board, and the law offices of John Day. And a score in at the end of 3, Laverne 40, Lebanon 35 on our Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Hope to get you a final in that one. Here is Flowers with the basketball. And he's got it, top of the key, picked up by Lyles to Edie. They find McDonald, who hesitated, and now he's going to pay the price as he turns it over. Here comes Siegel. Santel driving all the way in, no good. Rebound Elam. Long bounce pass to Edie, and we've got a technical foul, maybe. or a warning.
I'm not sure what he's doing. Something on the Siegel bench. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what the call is here.
Well, I don't know that he called anything. I think he gave him a warning.
Maybe like a sideline type
Yeah,
warning, stay in the coach's box.
Here's Edey. Because Blackman got the ball back and nothing really happened.
Right.
Here's Flowers. To Jackson, who checked back in, by the way, for McDonald. Original starting unit is in for Blackman. And now travel on Flowers. Barry knew that one. He didn't complain about that one.
I'm no genius, but if I'm Siegel, I would press here. I want to speed the game up.
Yeah.
And of course, one of the things that helps you get in a press is you got to score.
Yeah, yes, definitely right. Here's Webb over to Melendez. Webb drives, goes up, puts it in, and good. First basket of the second half for Carter Webb. Maybe that get him going.
And what did he do? He attacked the basket, which is what the kid's got to do. He's got to attack the basket.
Here's Edey. Gives it over to Johnson. They feed it down low to Jackson, who spins, turns, goes up strong, misses the shot. Johnson down with a rebound, no good. Tip up again, but a whistle and a foul. And now the Blackman crowd upset. Foul on Jackson, his fourth.
Not sure about that call at all. It just looked like a loose ball that a lot of kids were scrambling for.
And here's Siegel with the ball. Melendez has it. A little shake and bake, and it's intercepted, taken away by Johnson. Over to Flowers. Flowers to Johnson. Skips it over in the corner, and the shot is up and no good, and that's a new player in there. Oh, no, that is Elam. Sorry. And there's a ball out of bounds, and it's going to belong to the Siegel Stars. You know, another thing, Danny, they've wanted to run, but they haven't been that successful scoring off of it. You know, they've gotten it down there, but Blackman's been down with them.
Yes, absolutely.
Here's a pass to Moss, back now to Lyles. There's a pick. Moss goes to the corner. Now to Roth Clark, and he walked.
Yeah, walk on the boardwalk there for sure.
Crucial turnover for the Siegel Stars.
You can tell the game is getting a little bit more heated because the fans are into it even more. We got guys standing up, yelling, all kinds of stuff. This is good. This is great, man. Great stuff.
4-point lead for Blackman. They've had a 4 to 6 point lead for the whole, almost the entire second half. Bounce pass to Johnson, trying to get Clark off of him. Now Flowers has it. And the pass is foul called on Webb. Now let's see about Carter. That's 2, I think. Second foul on Webb.
I think that's okay. That's an aggressive foul. He was going for the steal. He needs to. He's got to get in the game. He's got to get fired up here.
Flowers now gives it over to Edey, who will walk it across. Webb picks him up. Crossover dribble by Edey, now to Flowers. Blackman hasn't had a really good look in the last couple of possessions.
No, they haven't.
There's Edey goes up, and a whistle and a hacking foul on Carter Webb.
And that one is kind of a mystery call there, too, a little bit. You know, Johnson had his man pinned down there. They couldn't get him the basketball down there. You know, if I'm Blackman, I want to stick to what my game plan is. Spread the floor, move the ball, and try to get it inside.
Edey to Johnson, wide open, shot missed. He'd like to have that one back. Kind of shot put that one too, didn't he?
Yeah, a little short arm action there because he was so open. He's only like 4 feet from the goal.
Webb for 3, no good. Rebound Elam, nobody down for Siegel on the boards. Edey's got it. Brings it down the left side and a whistle, and now they got Carter Webb, I think, again.
I think that's 4 on him now, right?
Yes.
So he picked up 3 fouls in the last minute and a half.
Well, he's got to be careful for sure.
Well, they don't need to lose him.
Edey to Elam, back to Edey. Well, I think any kind of basket right now in the next couple of minutes by either team is going to be big. They've kind of been stagnant here with a 4-point Blackman lead.
Neither team has shot the ball well in the second half. First half, they were both lighting it up. Second half, baskets have been hard to come by.
But Clark is all over Johnson. He's just draped over him. Here's Edey to Flowers. He's got a three coming, no good. Rebound, Johnson gets it and puts it back up and in. Christian Johnson.
Size matters.
Yeah.
Size matters right there.
10 points for Johnson. Here's Moss. Webb over to Moss. To Clark. Clark drives, pushes his way in. No foul, no whistle. Elam's got it. Elam going to go home, and Webb couldn't stop him.
He couldn't stop him. He didn't want to take a chance on picking up the fifth foul.
And Matt Reesby going to give the officials a little bit of his piece of his mind on the way out. We're going to take a timeout. It's 40-32. Blackman with 3:37 to go here on State Farm Prep Basketball.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Rayburn Insurance in Smyrna.
Come see me, Rick Hall, at Rayburn Insurance in downtown Smyrna today.
Online at rayburn.net.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Oh, here we're almost at the end. Blackman leads it by 8, 40-32. And Siegel will get the ball, and if body language could tell you anything, it isn't good for Siegel right now.
Siegel is down in the mouth. You know, they got their tail between their legs right now. They've got to step it up. I think more pressure defensively, and they got to attack the basket. They're not attacking the basket.
Here's Moss. They've got Blackman has Johnson and Jackson in. Jackson playing with 4 fouls. Over to Lyles, stops, turns, fadeaway jumper, no good. And Blackman with another rebound, and it's Jackson. Over to Edey. Edey driving, stops in the middle, gives it over to Flowers, doesn't take the shot, back to Edey. Now Blackman can play a little bit, but it's stripped. Nice play by Santel.
Very nice hustle play by Santel right there.
That's what they need. Now they need a basket. Mac Moss for 3, no good. Rebound, Flowers. Flowers has it, brings it across the timeline. And Flowers working it on Melendez, gives it over to Edey. Wortman is up. That means it's business.
It's winning time.
Jackson has it over to Elam. Matt Rigsby barking out signals defensively. There's 3 fouls on Siegel, and they commit one there, and that's probably a smart deal.
Well, they're going to have to figure out a way to get the ball back because Blackman is not going to jack it up. They're going to get a good shot if they get it. Right now, if I'm Blackman with 2 minutes left and an 8-point lead, either we get a layup or we just hold the ball. You know, like we're going to pass the ball until we get a layup.
All right, we're going to take a 30-second timeout and be right back. Blackman leads at 40-32.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Hey, I mean, come on.
We're back, and complaining about the lasagna that you didn't give me any, but it's okay.
You said you ordered a sandwich.
That's
all
okay.
Right?
All right.
Hey, you know what I say? I say let Stan Vaught and Bob Bugg take the stress out of your real estate sale. From residential, commercial, farms to land, Bob Bug and Stan Vault are ready to put their decades of market experience to work for you. Parks Auction, they'll handle everything online at parksauction.com. We got 2:24 left there, Johnny Boy. What do you think? What's going to happen?
I think Blackman's going to hold it and hold it and hold it and hold on for dear life.
Well, I think that you're right. I think they'll get a layup or get to the free throw line. One of the
yeah,
two.
got to hit free throws. And now they call a timeout, and alertly because they were having trouble. 30 seconds. We'll be right back.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so that you can work toward meeting your unique retirement goals. Contact me, Lee Colvin, your Edward Jones financial advisor in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard, or give us a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Basketball.
2:24 to go as Blackman couldn't get the ball in, so they called a timeout, and they will get it side court. A lot of pressure, and the Stars are going to give it everything they've got for the next 2:24. Here's Elam. Thought there was a little push and shoving going on there. Flowers just dribbling around, trying to stay out of Mac Moss's way. Now he makes a move, got to keep moving it. And they let him go, and now they give it out to Edey. 2 minutes to play. Here's Edey, and now the foul is committed.
And that puts them to the line. You know, I think for the rest of the game, if Blackman shoots anything but a layup, I would be shocked.
I agree. And he's putting everything on the fact that he hopes they can hit free throws. And Edey's going to start it. Free throw is up. It rolls good. Edey with 8. Lyles is coming back in for Siegel, and Santel comes out. 41-32. Second one is up. Rolls good. Boy, he's got a soft touch, doesn't he? 9 points.
Little John Dinkins touch right there.
I don't know about that, but he's got soft touch, that's for sure. And Webb lets it roll, now brings it up to Lyles. Lyles going to take it to the hoop, and a whistle and a foul. Now, I know Coach Workman doesn't want that. Matt Risby loves that. Clock doesn't move, and you're going to shoot 2.
Exactly right. Yeah, if you're Blackman, you don't want to foul.
Now, you know, you mentioned earlier that they haven't been taking it to the hoop, but he has. Lyles has done that.
Lyles has taken it to the hoop. But
missed
you know,
the free throw.
But Webb has not. He's taken it to the hoop one time. Or no, he took it to the hoop twice in the second half, missed the first one, and he made the second one. But that's been his only basket in the second half. Am I right about that?
That's right. Second free throw, good. Lyles hits 1 of 2. He's got 11 points. He leads Blackman in scoring. Oh, a nice steal by Lyles and stolen back by Edey. Tough break for the Stars.
Very tough break.
Here's Johnson, feeds it down low. Jackson puts it in. Keller Jackson's first field goal.
Nice pass right there and good convert. Because, you know, those shots are not easy. You may be wide open, but in this type situation, that's not an easy shot to make.
Siegel will get it in front of the Siegel bench. They trail by 11, only a minute 36 to go here in the game.
You got to score, and you got to score fast if you're Siegel.
Here's Carter Webb, gives it over to Melendez, back to Webb, to Moss. Back to Moss, long 3, short. Rebound, Jackson. He's done a great job on the boards tonight. Long pass to Elam. Long cross-court pass to Flowers. They're keeping it away, that's for sure. Edey, I don't know if Siegel will try to foul him.
They may not. I don't know. I think with a minute left, you still can give yourself a chance, you know. But they got to miss, and you got to make threes.
What's incredible about tonight's game, Blackman hasn't even given them a three-point look in the second half.
No.
Here's Flowers at the free throw line. It's up. It's good. 7 for Flowers. Balanced attack. Johnson with 10, Edie with 9, Flowers with 7, Elam with 8, and McDonald with 6 off the bench. Second one good. 8 points for Braden Flowers. 46-33. If they hit 50 tonight, I'm going to call you a genius. Here's a jumper by Lyles. It's good. Nice shot. And a timeout by Matt Rigsby, a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
Roscoe Brown is seeking highly motivated HVAC plumbing apprentices to join our Next Tech Academy. If you're eager to become an HVAC technician or plumbing technician and want to improve your skills while learning new ones, this is your chance to launch your career. Roscoe Brown's Next Tech Academy is a program that offers you the benefits of being a full-time employee, all while learning and developing new skills.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
Oakland High School, John Dinkins, Danny Brewer with you. And 46-34 is the lead for Blackman with 57 seconds left. Time is running out for the Stars. They get it over. That's Sanford who checked into the game. And I think that's the guy they're going to foul. They're going to send him to the line, which is a smart move by Matt Rigsby to get the guy that's just cold off the bench to come in. And at the line will be Braden Sanford, 6'1", senior guard. The free throw is up, and it rolls good. Well, he made it look easy.
Yes, he did.
13-point lead. Second one, off. And the rebound comes out to Clark. Roth Clark with it, gives it over to Carter Webb. Lyles drives again, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Jackson. And Edie gonna walk it up, 37 seconds left. And a whistle and a stop of play here. And they're gonna talk to the scorer's desk.
I think Blackman called a 30-second timeout,
I think he did. I'm gonna hold it here because I wanna know what this discussion is about. Well, Danny, when we talk to the keys of the game, we're going to have a lot to talk about there because I don't know, that three by McGaffey at the end of the half, it just kind of like was a popping a balloon, you know, and they got up by 6. They haven't relinquished that the rest of the half.
No, they haven't. They have not.
47-35.
I think Siegel's called the dogs off.
Yep, they have. And coming into the game is Quentin Bass for Blackman. Yeah, that's just a little token swipe. Ball stolen away. And here's a drive by Lyles. It's up and good. 47-37. 15 for Dorian Lyles. Had a great night. Bass gets it to Edie. In trouble. Nowhere to go with it. Gets away from it. Nice play. Bass. And the drive is up and good by Michael Bass. And that's your ball game. The final score. The Blackman Blaze are the district tournament champions with a 49-37 win. Congratulations to Barry Wortman once again winning another tournament.
Imagine that. Barry Wortman winning the postseason tournament. What the?
And you know what's so disappointing? No, it's not disappointing, but you said if they got to 50, they were going to win the game. Well, they missed it by 1, but they still won the game, didn't they?
Yeah, they sure did.
You called it. You called it, brother. All right, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we've got all tournament team to talk about that's coming up, and we'll recap this game and tell you about some of the things that happened and recap the day because it's been a long one.
But a good one.
Final score in the boys championship game. Congratulations to the Blackman Blaze. They're champions. They win it 49-37. We'll be back.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
We're here at Rick's Barbecue catching up with Anne-Marie Brents, who tells us not only do they have barbecue, smoked chicken, loaded baked potatoes, but the slaw dogs are out of this world.
I do love the slaw dogs. People are like, is that a big sausage? I'm like, no, it's a deep fried hot dog. And the slaw that we put on them is a spicy mustard slaw. It's actually really good. I like to dip it in white sauce.
Rick's Barbecue has awesome deals to feed the entire family.
We have family packs, and it can feed 4 to 6 people. We have a picnic pack, which is the family pack doubled.
Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer have been providing Rutherford County with ASE certified auto repair for nearly 20 years. You'll receive courteous and friendly customer service every time. Why? Because we grew up here and you are our neighbors. Foreign and domestic auto repair and maintenance on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, just off I-24. SmyrnaAutorepair.com. 615-220-0971. Just ask for Danny.
It's a critical time in education, and we need experience on the Rutherford County School Board. That's why we need to elect Butch Vaughn to the school board in Zone 6. He brings experience as a public educator from his years in the classroom and as a coach to being principal at Central and Blackman Middle and Oakland High Schools. Butch Vaughn has also been in private education as the former headmaster at PCA. Experience counts, especially now. That's why we need Butch Vaughn on the Rutherford County School Board. Paid for by Butch Vaughn for School Board. Pryor Manning, Treasurer.
Since 1966, Vans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard heating and air products, Vans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced, professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Vans will be there with trained technicians. Vans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Vans Heating and Air.
Your home, your auto. Together, they're where life happens. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack. It's smart to protect them together, to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me help you save by combining your home and auto.
Every team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm State Farm Agent Bud Morris, here to help life go right by combining your home and auto insurance. Call me today at 615-893-1417. It's a winning move that saves you time and money.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Basketball.
John Dingens, Danny Brewer back with you here. Blackman boys are the tournament champions, the District 8 4A tournament champions. Big good news about Laverne tonight, Danny.
Yeah, I think Laverne won. I don't know what the final score was. I'm trying to get that from somebody who was down. Oh, 53-51 Laverne.
Oh,
so
wow.
There you go. So it was a tight one down there. So Laverne will be in the championship. I don't know who won that first game. I'm going to guess Cookeville, because Cookeville is a pretty doggone good team. So Tuesday night down there at Laverne, that ought to be a shootout down there between Cookeville and Laverne.
All right, and Blackman is giving the getting their picture made at this point. We're going to do a kind of mishmash here. I'm going to give the scoring, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. For Siegel, Mac Moss had 4 points. Carter Webb finished with 10. Roth Clark had a 3. Cadence Melendez with 5. Dorian Lyles led Siegel with 15 points on the night. For Blackman, Christian Johnson with 10. Garrison Eady with 9. Trey McGaffey with 3. Braden Flowers had 8. Dyson Elam with 8. And Keller Jackson with 2, and Braden Sanford with 1, and McDonald finished with 6 points. They're giving out the regular season awards, and I think Matt Risby just won Coach of the Year, didn't he?
And he should have. I mean, during the regular season, the Siegel Stars were shining bright.
And now we're going to meet the all-tournament team. By the way, Cookeville did win in that game, Danny, so they'll be playing Laverne on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think it was 64-45 Cookeville.
Mac Moss is being introduced. I'm trying to find some information here. Garrison Eady for Blackman. This is the regular season, I believe, here. They're naming out. And I'm still, here we go. Mac Moss for Siegel. Garrison Eady for Blackman. Daryl Cotton, Rockville, is going to win. Isaiah Verge for Oakland. Christian Johnson of Blackman, and Malachi Long of Rockville. So those are your regular season all tournament or all regular season team. And we'll tell you the boys player of the year here in just a second. And the Matt Rigsby, of course, named the coach of the year. And as you mentioned, Danny, well deserved. He did a great job. Not a lot of depth. He doesn't have a lot of depth, but he took those 5 and 6 or 7 guys, and he's we had a really great year.
I think 20-game winning streak, is that right? If
Yeah.
not, it's something close to that. And
Yeah.
I don't give a doggone what level you're at. When you win 20 in a row, man, you're doing something.
And what's amazing about it, about 3 years ago when he took this job, I don't think anybody thought that he was gonna struggle. Well, the first year he 500. Then they had this great year last year, and then this year kind of capped it off. They came up short here in the district tournament, but they can take it. That's going to be incentive, I guess, for the next round. So they're going to advance. They're going to be at home. Blackman's going to be at home. So good news for both of them. Now the boys District 8 player of the year is Carter Webb of Siegel, and he's getting his award right now. So congratulations to Carter Webb, and he's received the trophy right now. All right, while they get ready for the all-tournament team, Danny, how about going over some of those stats with us? And it was a great defensive effort tonight for Blackman.
No doubt about it. They held Siegel to 12 field goals. Siegel only made 12 field goals for the entire game. They were 12 of 32 from the field, 10 of 13 from the free throw line. So they shot the ball good from the free throw line when they got there. Blackman 18 of 38 from the field, 9 of 11 from the free throw line. So Blackman shot the ball better. They got up more shots, and they made more shots. This was a game where Blackman was Blackman, and that's what they wanted to be. If Siegel were Siegel, the score would have been a whole lot higher, and I don't think Blackman would have won because they don't have the up-and-down players to hang with a team like Siegel.
Well, and I think you said it when you said if they score in the 30s or 40s, it's going to be a Blackman victory, and that's really exactly what happened. I mean, they held them and to 37 points.
Who can play their style? Because this is a contrast. These teams, you've got one team that wants to play half court. They've got a good inside game. I think that this exposed Siegel. When you get to postseason, it's different. It's a lot more close to the vest. You play a lot more conservatively. So I feel like the lack of an inside presence may spell the end of Siegel. I mean, they'll play next week in the region. They'll host somebody. It'll either be Wilson Central or Lebanon. It'll be one of those two is who they'll host. And I think that they can win that game. But after that, like I said, they just need to play their style. If they play their style, then they can hang with anybody. But in a half-court game, it's going to be tough for them.
Well, and you take Barry Wordman. He made the decision to go with Keller Jackson, the sophomore, 6'2", 6'3", and then go with Johnson with him, pair him up, got bigger.
Right.
And then when Jackson goes out, he brings in McDonald, another 6'5".
Right.
And so he's got the bigs to play with just about anybody.
He's got the bigs, and Blackman has the basketball IQ. Getting the ball inside, there's a talent to that. You have to understand your angles. You have to know how to pass the ball to get it inside, how to move the ball from side to side to create those openings. And Blackman has an excellent basketball IQ, and it definitely showed tonight.
It definitely did. Now I'm going to give you the boys all-tournament team. Avery Carter for Oakland, Carter Webb for Siegel, Mac Moss for Siegel, Garrison Eady of Blackman, Braden Flowers of Blackman, and Kristen Johnson of Blackman. So 3 from Blackman, 2 from Siegel, Avery Carter for Oakland. And I thought that was well-deserved for Avery Carter because I thought he played well for Oakland in both of those games in the tournament. So 3 from Blackman, 2 for Siegel. Congratulations to those players. We're going to wrap things up. We're going to talk a little bit before we go and tell you that this is the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air services all major brands and in most cases offers same-day services. Rely on the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call them at 615-890-1311 or check them out online at PrenticeAllsup.com. That's Prentice Allsup Heating and Air on West College Street. Dr. Automotive, players of the game. I'm going to let you have the duty of that. We've got Dorian Lyles, I thought 15. He kept driving
for Siegel,
to the basket.
No doubt about it. Because here's the thing. In the second half, when Siegel needed something, he was the guy who was scoring and not Carter Webb. So that was a big victory for Blackman. But he did a great job. Lyles did a great job of assuming that role and keeping Siegel within striking distance.
I'm going to go with, for Blackman, I'm going with Garrison Eady because he scored 9, but you look up here and he held Carter Webb to 10 points.
Oh, no.
Great defense.
I think so. He's what made the Blackman offense go. He got the ball over half court. He made sure the ball was in the right places. So, no, I'm in complete agreement with you for that kid being the player of the game.
All right. Dr. Automotive provides local car owners with excellent auto repair services from ASC certified mechanics and master mechanics. Brothers Danny and Randy Brewer and their staff at Dr. Automotive are fully equipped to serve your vehicle repair and maintenance needs. They're on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna and online at autorepairsmyrna.com. Our Craig's Tax Service keys to the game, I think we've mentioned it really. I mean, the Blackman defense, and the way they controlled the pace of this game.
They controlled the game, period. From tip to the final buzzer, Blackman controlled the game, and they made the game their style. They played the entire game their style. It was Blackman all the way.
Tax laws can be very confusing. It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Craig's Tax Service specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Call them today, 615-890-2233. And if you've missed part of the game, you can check out WGNSSports.com and tap on the Sir Pizza podcast button to download or listen. You can now order your favorite pizza online. Go to SirPizzaTN.com for carry-out or delivery. That's Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church Street, and on Memorial Boulevard. We're going to do a TOA highlight. I know we haven't done that tonight, but I am going to highlight all these all-tournament players, and we mentioned them, 3 from Blackman, 2 from Siegel, 1 from Oakland tonight, and the girls all-tournament teams. And congratulations from Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, helping you live your best life, whether you're in the game, on the sidelines, or cheering from the stands. The doctors and staff at TOA are here for you online at TOA.com. Congratulations to everybody in this tournament. The Siegel Stars, regular season champions, Blackman, the tournament champions, Oakland and Blackman girls tied for the championship in the regular season, and they wind up 1 and 2 there. We'll quickly tell you that the Blackman girls won earlier today, a long time ago.
It seemed like a long time
ago. About 9 hours ago.
Yeah.
And Blackman wins it over Oakland. They take the championship. They'll be the number 1 seed, and Oakland finishes second. Rockville defeats Riverdale to finish third. Riverdale will finish fourth. In boys tonight, in the consolation game, Oakland defeated Rockville. They'll take that spot behind Blackman and Siegel will be 2. Blackman will be 1. And that's about it, bro. Rockville will be 4th.
I think that the one thing that we can take away from tonight, fundamentals still win championships, and that's what happened in this game. Blackman out fundamental Siegel.
And I wanted to update our scoreboard here for the final time. Cookeville won 64-45 over Wilson Central, and Laverne to beat Lebanon
53-51, I believe.
53-51. So they will be playing Cookeville on Tuesday.
Yes.
Now keep up to date with WGNSradio.com. And we will keep you posted on where we're going to be next week. And we haven't had our team meeting. We have team meetings.
Well, the captain will have the team meeting. If he decides that me and you are going to Laverne on Tuesday night, I'm all in.
All right. Okay, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thanks a whole lot.
Thank you for doing yeoman's work for like 8 hours.
Well, the thing about it is we saw some great basketball. I had a fantastic time. And I capped the night also with a win in the stakes race at Turfway Park with Shirley Furious, so that was really good.
I knew you were going to get that in somehow. All right, for everybody out there, and want to thank Oakland High School for a great job they did. They've got to host the region, too. We're going to play a game away from here, but we'll be back over here next week as well. Thanks to Dyron Burwell and Jessica Southern and Principal Marshall and all those young ladies in the hospitality room. We appreciate them as well. They did a great job.
We sure do. That lasagna was really good, man.
Thanks. Maybe I can get a scrap on the way out.
Maybe so.
All right, for Jackson Smith, who did great job back at the station. And Noah was there streaming today. And I want to thank Brian, of course, even though he's sitting there with his dog in the recliner.
Eating his Pop-Tart. But he's having a good time, though, right?
Eating a Pop-Tart, yeah. And this for Danny Brewer. I'm John Dinkins. Glad you were able to listen with us here on News Radio WGNS and Primetime Sports. For Danny, I'm John. So long, everybody.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at WGNSSports.com on our iPhone and Android apps, and always at the game.
We now return to regular programming on News Radio WGNS.
I think he probably ate a lot of it.
Yeah, sure he did.
You think he would?
Sure.
Now, according to legend, his friends was not very impressed with his invention.
Well,
and he got some negative feedback. But even today, Pop-Tart maintains an annual sales of over $1 billion in the U.S. alone.
Good.
Now, did you know there's a movie or something about Pop-Tarts?
Jerry Seinfeld's putting it together.
You know, I
Netflix.
did not know that.
It's coming out in May. Look, I'm all over this. I saw the preview of it, and I was like,
Is it about the Pop-Tart?
Yes. Well, Jerry did that comedy bit about the Pop-Tart, and he even does the thing where they walk out like he's holding it over his head, and he says, "We've done it," and he talks about it's perfect. Why does each pack have two? Because one's not enough, but three's too many.
Right.
And so he apparently, I don't know if it's going to be a comedy or they're literally going to do the Bill Post story. I don't know. Now that I can't figure.
Melissa McCarthy's in it.
Is she?
So there's going to be some comedy.
Who was the guy in it?
It's in the
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant. That's what it is. Yeah.
So anyway,
I'm thinking it's a comedy.
Yeah. I mean, are they going to be poking fun at it or something? Are you having fun with it? Probably. But anyway, I speaking of that, I saw and what are these things called? Is it a life hack when somebody teaches you how to do something?
Yeah. Okay.
So I was watching the Outdoor Channel yesterday, of course, and some cat was hunting out somewhere where it was really, really cold. I don't even remember what show it was, and he used his hand warmers to warm up a Pop-Tart and was eating it out in the blind. And he said, "Hey, let me tell all you number one on this."
Well, the only one I really like is the chocolate and vanilla frosting on it. Yeah, I don't like the ones with fruit in it. I've never been a big fruit guy, so I don't like them warmed up. I like them cold.
Oh, I do. I like them each way. I like them anyway.
You can't find the chocolate and vanilla except on special occasions. I'm not talking about the cookies and cream.
I know.
Which
the original chocolate vanilla, which are great. They don't every now and then they'll put them out, but they don't put them out.
Oh yeah.
But cookies and cream is fairly close.
It's close.
It's not the same. And
I'll take it.
And one year, you remember we did a whole campaign on finding those the kind you're talking about, and people started bringing us boxes of them. They found them, but and we had them for a while. The Pop-Tart, cold or hot, is just tremendous. And to have one in your backpack going out to hunt, it's just a feeling of comfort to know that it's there.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that it has no expiration date. like down at Camp House when I go to, I take the snacks and put them in a scent lock so mice or whatever can't get to it. So a lot of times at the end of the season, I'll look at everything that's outdated and I have to throw them away. If they didn't get, what stays in there? The Pop-Tarts.
Oh, I'm Old Faithful.
Pop-Tarts are good, Rick. They'll hang in there.
Golly, Bill Post, we love you, buddy. I mean, 96.
He lived
a great life.
The more I'm reading about it, he really has an interesting story. And in this clip from the movie, Unfrosted, the Pop-Tart story.
Oh, that's funny.
It will be out in May. And as you said, we named some of the stars in it. The guy from the Blue Jean Committee that went back to packing sausage, from Saturday Night Live.
Which one is he? Which one is he?
Is that Fred Armisen?
I know that
Probably,
sounded funny to say.
They did.
Which is one of my favorite mockumentaries, by the way.
That's a good one.
He's in it too. I mean, there's a whole host of people.
Yeah.
It sounds like everybody started jumping on the wagon.
Yeah. So I look forward to that. I got excited thinking it was already on, and then I realized this is that thing where they tease you and say it's coming out in May. So
you know the original name?
No.
Fruit Scones.
Well, the Pop-Tart was an upgrade on that.
Yes, it was.
It was changed to Pop-Tart to capitalize on the pop art phenomenon of the 1960s.
Yeah. Well, he did it. That boy Bill. Yeah. So I guess his last name Post. He also was the Post cereals and all.
Well,
that
we
stuff.
thought so, but he's not.
No. Okay. Well, you would think those would go together?
Yeah.
You would.
He came up through the Keebler brand, right?
Yeah.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think that group, yes. And then he, I think he started working there when he was 16. Then took a break, served in World War II, and then came back and worked his way up.
Just think, if he'd have cut out Pop-Tarts out of his diet, he might have lived to be 106.
I know.
I know.
Yeah. Do you ever if I'm in the grocery store, I'll just go down to the Pop-Tart aisle and just stand there a minute. It's almost like looking at those ice cream cakes. It just makes you feel good.
He said some of the biggest naysayers were his close friends who would say, "I don't know, Bill."
15 minutes past the hour. More Rick and Bubba coming up right after this.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
Helix Sleep does it again with an innovative kids mattress made to flip. Why? Well, the firmer side is great for younger kids when they need more spinal support to aid proper development of their growing bodies. You simply flip it over when they're a little older, around 8 to 12 years old, when they want the softer side for sleep. Handcrafted and assembled right here in the USA, Helix is offering 20% off all mattress orders, including the kids mattress. Go to helixsleep.com/Bubba. helixsleep.com/Bubba. Resolving to eat healthier this year was easy. Actually doing it, not so easy. Well, Field of Greens is our healthy superfruit and vegetable habit in my house. Each superfruit and vegetable in Field of Greens was doctor selected for a specific health benefit. Some support your heart, lungs, and kidneys. Others support metabolism for healthy energy and weight loss. If you resolve to get healthier in 2024, it starts with Field of Greens. Get 15% off your first order with free rush shipping at fieldofgreens.com. Use the promo code BUBBA or go to rickandbubba.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code WORK to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WORK for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code WORK for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
A healthy weight, more energy, and smooth, regular bowel movements. 3 things everyone strives for.
It's me, Chuck Norris. There's one really important thing we don't talk about enough: our health. Achy joints, digestive issues, weight gain, and fatigue. We're told these are normal signs of aging. So working with a team of health experts, we came up with Morning Kick.
Morning Kick is a revolutionary formula combining 10 different supplements in one. Probiotics that help you lose weight, prebiotics for digestion, superfoods for muscles and joints, and several of the most powerful anti-aging supplements on earth. It'll help you feel youthful, energized, focused, and help manage stress.
Anybody can achieve great health regardless of their age.
Go to roundhouseprovisions.com. Use code EXTRA or text EXTRA to 511-511 and claim 40% off today.
Every purchase comes with our 90-day money-back guarantee.
Text EXTRA to 511-511. Morning Kick.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Message and data rates may apply. Paid for by Roundhouse Provisions.
When my daughter gets a cold, I have a secret weapon. DayQuil Kids Berry from Vicks. Dayquil Kids is specially formulated to treat kids' most bothersome cold and cough symptoms quickly. And the best part is that Dayquil Kids Berry tastes really great. Aren't you supposed to be resting? Maybe.
Dayquil Kids Berry. The kids' berrylicious daytime congestion, coughing, stuffy head, stuffy nose, just for kids medicine. Safe for kids 6 years plus.
Timmy, everybody. Great job. Next up, we have Samantha.
10 times better performance can make a big difference. Castrol Edge Motor Oil gives your engine 10 times better high temperature performance. Castrol Edge, better oil for maximum performance. Now through March 4th, get 5 quarts of Castrol Edge or Edge High Mileage Full Synthetic and an oil filter for $36.99, only at AutoZone.
Claim based on Sequence 3H test versus API SP test limits.
Dog parents are loving Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend Premium Dog Food.
The way she acts and the way she moves, it's just so much better. And she's like a puppy again. It's unbelievable.
Dr. Marty's Nature's Blend is a freeze-dried raw food made with 0 artificial preservatives, so it's naturally shelf-stable with no mess, freezer, or fridge required. Plus, it's full of premium turkey, beef, salmon, and meat your dog will love.
We started with Nature's Blend. She's happy, she sleeps well, she's energetic. I am just delighted with this product.
When given the choice, Nature's Blend and Amazon's #1 bestseller in dry dog food, 29 out of 30 dogs chose Nature's Blend first.
I'm so confident your dog will love it. Your order is back with a 90-day guarantee.
Save up to 54% off Nature's Blend and get a free bag of delicious beef liver treats. Go to drmartypets.com/treat or text TREAT to 511-511. Text TREAT to 511-511. All pets are unique. Your pet's results can and will vary. Message and data rates may apply. Studies available upon request. Paid for by Dr. Marty's Pets.
Years and apparently not kicking. Rick and Bubba. They turned 60 this year. What did you expect? The final year of the Rick and Bubba Show.
21 minutes past the hour. All right, let's run down things you need to know. The Rick and Bubba Buffalo Wild Wings Charity Charge update coming today. And we'll tell you about another opportunity coming up on Monday. Wednesday Bible study returns today. Watch that at noon Central, 1 o'clock Eastern. Everybody's favorite topic. What does the Apostle Paul say about our obligation of giving to the church? You'll enjoy that one today. Everybody loves to talk about that. So that's happening today, noon Central, 1 o'clock Eastern. The archive soon after on the podcast channel or the YouTube channel. So all that coming up as we roll through today. All right, so I told you guys, I love documentaries, and anytime you hear that I've watched a documentary, usually if it's a documentary I want to watch, that means that my wife is either busy or has gone to something, and I've been left by myself. So it was one of those evenings, which was fantastic. She and some little women's Bible study she's in, they get together and have little salad dinners and stuff from time to time, little supper club stuff, like you were talking about, just the ladies. Every now and then the husbands have to go, but she was like, well, you're on your own for dinner. And what I had is I had a couple of the hamburgers left from the Super Bowl Sunday, and warm those back up and got to enjoy that, and then I kind of settled in. Now, a couple of documentaries I've seen, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the one I mentioned, the Tuck Rule. I don't know if y'all have watched that one yet, where Ron Woodson and Tom Brady sit down and
that's good.
Yeah, it's a great, and I didn't know about the Tuck Rule, and I love that the official who made the horrible call in the snow with the Raiders says, I didn't make a horrible call. According to the rule, I called it correctly, and I stand by that to this day. Now, did I ever call another Raiders game for the final 16 years of my career? I did not.
Did they blackball it?
Yeah, they did. And
it's funny when they get to reenacting it.
Oh, yeah. What about when he got time to admit it was a fumble? He struck it.
I know.
But anyway.
And that's a 30 for 30 for those of you
looking.
30
that's
for 30.
a good one.
Yeah, so that's one. But then, Bubba, one of our, and this is old, this has been out a while, and I might have even watched it a long time ago, but I forgot it, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing. But the documentary called Small Potatoes, and it's a 30 for 32, I think, and the story of the USFL, the original.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I've seen that one.
And so I tell you what I forgot, though. You know how you don't remember things right?
Yeah.
So, first of all, they did go 3 years, okay? and they had 3 championship games.
Did they?
Yeah, and I'd forgotten that. And can you name the team that was in all 3 of them?
Stars.
The Stars.
Because they were considered the best.
They were the Philadelphia Stars and then the Baltimore Stars, and they were in it every time. And they won 2 of them, and I was completely shocked. Number one, who beat them, which was the first one, who won the very first championship game.
I think I know who it was.
Who was that?
Was it Michigan?
It was. Do you know who the quarterback was?
Bobby Hebert.
Bobby Hebert. So Michigan beat the Stars in an upset.
And they had the receiver from Michigan. It was so good.
Yes.
What was his
yes,
name?
he went crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway,
like I said,
Anthony
something.
Little number 1.
Yeah, fast.
Carter.
Anthony Carter.
Yeah. So anyway, I did not even remember these other 2 teams that faced them in the other championships. Arizona something.
Were they like a snake?
Something. And then Oakland something. There was an Oakland team.
Was there an Oakland team?
But this was late because what happened is.
That's when it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What they said.
Not the original.
Yeah, kind of led to the downfall. Was they said one of the things we did wrong, we added 6 franchises the very first year. We went from 12 to 18 teams going into because he said we needed money, so we started selling off franchises like $4 million a piece to raise money. But then you got a bunch of teams out there like Bubba's talked about many times that now don't have they don't have fan base. They're not doing well, and of course then they eventually blamed Donald Trump for the downfall of it.
Yeah, because he was wanting to compete. I mean, go at the same time of year.
And by the way, I didn't know where the title of the documentary "Small Potatoes" came from. It's something that Donald Trump said.
Really?
He said he said football is not designed to be played in the spring, and as long as we stay in the spring, we're just going to be small potatoes. And they said we got caught up in him really ultimately wanting to own an NFL franchise, but they wouldn't have him because they would never let him have a team.
Yeah.
So he went here and then tried to come back and compete. We all got caught up in his own deal, and then they had the guy who was with the Bandits that was fighting against him saying we actually have a pretty good thing going. And he was a great showman. Burt Reynolds was an owner with him.
I remember that.
The Tampa Bay Bandits.
Yep.
And they showed all the teams and when it was really happening, how that they really put on a great show and how they revolutionized a lot of football. How just like the XFL did the same thing.
Yeah.
The NFL, acted like it was this terrible thing. Then they went and stole things from them and started using them, in the NFL.
I remember going to watch them play. I forget who they were playing. Joe Cribbs was the running back for the Stallions.
Yeah.
I remember, and Cliff Stout was the quarterback. I remember used to be the backup at Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, they were trying to compete for the same. I mean, they signed Herschel and Flutie.
They
both.
went through all the guys.
They
They showed the game. Of course, they said what was funny. It wasn't attended. They interviewed Jim Kelly and Steve Young, and they played each other in the game. That Jim Kelly came from behind and threw for 574 yards.
Yes,
in the run and shoot.
Yeah,
and
he was with Houston, right?
Yeah, and beat Steve Young and the LA Express by 34 to 33 or something. Yeah. And it was one of the greatest quarterback duels in football. But it happened in the USFL, and it was in LA, and he said there was only about 8,000 people watching it. And in the Coliseum, he said it was like 50 in the stands. And the players, we've talked about that before, but I'd forgotten too. Like the Stars coach was Jim Morrow. He coached them the entire time.
Yeah.
And he was talking about. He said, "Oh yeah, we were the best franchise in the whole league."
Oh, they were.
Yeah, and he said we had the best players. Kelvin Bryant, ran wild in the backfield, and it was just
44.
It was interesting to watch. Basically they said what Trump did. He went to the franchises that were struggling, and he got them with him to say, "Let's move to the fall." And then
that lawsuit that they won $1.
Yeah,
they actually won their lawsuit, but they were awarded $1 in damages.
Yeah,
and that pretty much put them away.
Well, they actually produced that check, and they said after all the other things were added, the check, and they showed it, the literal check, and they showed it to Trump. Of course, he wasn't thrilled. He gave it back to him. $3.76. Awarded to the USFL. And he said now the NFL had to pay $6 million in attorney fees. And one of the owners says, "I wish we'd won that. I'd like to have the $6 million. Yeah,
nice. Was it Rick Neuheisel that told the story about when they get paid and they'd all race to the bank because the later you were there, the checks wouldn't be any good. Yeah. If you got there early, it was covered. Then
really? Well, he played for one of the ones that were added.